Now, as we go on throughout this, I want you guys to remember what Cybernick the robot is saying in the chat. That Sammy was a troll. Sammy was a parody. It's something I've heard before, and it's a very common misconception amongst people who do not know anything about Sammy. So, as we read into this, I want you guys to decide if you think Sammy is a troll or a genuine tard. I'm already having my stance. I've followed Sammy since 2013? I could be wrong. I could be off a little bit, but I followed him when he was first getting relevant. So, I've been following Sammy for a good while. I want to say 2012. It was around Gamergate. Fuck. It was so long ago. So long ago when I found Sammy's channel. It was like years ago. Maybe 2012. But anyway, let's talk about Sammy Classic Sonic Fan. Now, first we're going to look at his ED page, because it summarizes him really well. So we're going to read all of this, then we're going to transition to an update on Kiwi Farms, which is also very accurate. I looked up all of this shit ahead of time, and I fact-checked it. They're pretty much right on mostly everything. We're gonna look into this. We start off with a quote, and this quote is from Sammy himself, and it says, "He's a young teenage legend and the world's most dedicated Nintendo geek." Sammy talking about himself. Sammy Classic Sonic Fan, also known as Sammy Tanuki Gamer, Snoopy Flying Ace 64, and Sammy Paper Mario Fan, so many names that are redundant to each other, is a severely autistic kid who makes YouTube videos ranting about the most retarded shit ever, and is severely infected with high amounts of Asperger's, USI, and shows a tremendous amount of bad parenting through his spurgish behavior on YouTube. Sammy sets a perfect example to why kids should not be allowed to use the internet. Now, I agree. I 100% agree. Here recently, YouTube is being sanitized for these kiddos. The videos that were intended for kids are now being scrubbed. They're losing their ads. They're being forced to put up blocks to prevent pedophiles from talking to them. They're getting rid of comment sections. If you just didn't allow kids to use the internet, this wouldn't be a fucking problem. But instead, we let these little tards run around online, unsupervised, and they get into trouble, like Sammy did. Somehow, he acquired a camera, and like every little kid who thinks his opinion matters, he feels the need to share his stupid opinions about Sonic, or some other gay shit that no one cares about, to everyone on YouTube. Sammy also claims that he is 15 years old, despite his voice sounding squeaky. I hate that they don't update these articles. They add little updates at the end, but they don't update the prior written shit. Like, claims to be 15, it's already verified that whatever age he was saying he was at the time was true, so they should have updated that. Despite his voice sounding as squeaky as wet shoes on a wooden floor, SpongeBob style, and looks like he's 9 years old. He thinks his opinions matter to the rest of the internet, when in reality no one gives a shit about him or his opinions. And that is a photo of Sammy raising his shirt up. If there's any pedophiles in the chat, get the fuck out. And for any sensible people, I'm sorry for you having to see that. In a nutshell, he pretends to be 15, but acts and sounds like a spoiled 9-year-old. His egotism is very comparable to Blackboned. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look up him if he's Sonic related. He thinks his opinions and ideas are the absolute best, but he doesn't care about other opinions, like all Sonic facts. And I can't agree. There's a lot of people out there who want to state their stupid opinions and then get really pissed when other people have opinions. Like, there's a stupid little autistic girl, and you know who she is, who really likes Silver the Hedgehog. And she feels like her opinions on Silver matter. But yet, when someone else doesn't like Silver the Hedgehog and has legitimate problems with him, she flips shit on him. It's that same type of shit. Might talk about her eventually. He also expects every single person on this singular planet to be nice to him and to stop freaking criticizing him. Again, like Christian, he doesn't even know what a troll really is. To him, a troll is simply someone who disagrees and is mean to him. And that is something that people don't remember. A lot of people have this misconception now that Sammy was himself a troll. He was a character. He was an AVGN-inspired person. And I disagree. He may have seen the AVGN, and that may have influenced him to do videos, but his Tard Rage was genuine. And he actually did try to go after the trolls like Christian, and he actually did partake in the trolling. Like, he participated in people fucking with him. So I disagree heavily when people say that Sammy was a troll or that Sammy is just a normal kid. No, this wasn't a game. This was Sammy genuinely upset by these people. He seriously believes he has friends on the internet, but we all know that they pretend to like him, so we can get more delicious tears and rage. Speaking of his friends, the only IRL friends he has is his family. Oh god. He spends all his days playing with his toys and games. He dreams to become the next Shigeru Miyamoto, but knows jack shit about video game development, and I don't think he's in college for that either. So far, the only game he has ever made is a Flappy Bird clone he made using a shitty generator, and I bet you he was proud of that. He writes shitty Sonic fanfictions. Ooh, we will have to find those. If I can find those fanfictions, we will read them. While inserting a godlike version of himself and his personal problems in it. Sounds familiar, like Christian, but people keep saying that Sammy isn't genuine despite him writing shitty fanfictions with his Mary Sue OC. He is also an expert on damage control and troll shielding, because just like Mr. C, he thinks that when trolls are presented a new target, everyone will leave him alone and troll that person. His real age. Sammy's age has been debated for quite some time now. In this video, he claims that he's 15, when in reality, the bulk of the people who watch his videos beg to differ. Sammy looks like he's maybe 8 or 9 or even 10. He did go to college later, so his age was legitimate. He actually is the age he said he was all those years, but people will always disagree anyway. But let's watch this video and see what he has to say about it. Let me open this up in a different tab.
Alright guys, I'm gonna tell you guys to stop denying my age. I mean, what the frick? You guys just need to accept that I'm 15 years old. Stop denying it. I mean, why would I lie about that? It makes no sense. I mean, stop accusing me of lying. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I were, for example, any of the ages you guys said I was, like 12 years old, 11 years old, 9 years old, 7 years old? What the frick? How is that even possible? You freaking idiots. I mean, come on. But that's not the case here. I'm 15 years old and you guys need to accept it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a master troll himself. But yeah, let's continue. His shitty YouTube videos. His videos begin with a 30-second long intro, and it consists of random Sonic gameplay clips, a lot of explosions, and awful Sonic drawings. In these videos, he usually screams about shit no one cares about, mostly about why platforming games are underrated, and why frick-person shooters games are cancer that is killing video games. That was relevant like 5 years ago, but now, not really. In the background are songs of old platformer games for which he doesn't have any permission to use and probably gets people copyright claim to re-upload his shit. But when the music plays, it sounds like someone put it there to ridicule Sammy. Eventually, he will go Super Saiyan to make his point abundantly clear that he is always right. Occasionally, he doesn't know what he's talking about anymore and will pretend to leave. And then he puts a trailer of a Mario or Sonic game in his title. He doesn't even do it for the ad money. He literally just puts it there. Most likely without Nintendo's permission, which will get you in a lot of trouble now. I don't know about back then. Then he completely freaks out and the credits roll, which will contain a huge wall of text in terrible font, which you are supposed to read. I can fucking agree with that. Like, the terrible fucking videos. Occasionally he will make a crossover video with another YouTuber, like his cousin Haley the Hedgehog, or his Carrot Top friend Bowser Man 101, and debate about video games that no one even plays anymore. These videos are not too different from his solo videos, Massive Spurg Rage, excessive use of the word frick, etc. And like I said earlier, I think the frick thing actually was to get attention, because he didn't use frick too often until his first video got really popular. Making noises that sound like screamo and deathcore music, especially his rant video against the Sonic fanbase. Now, I really wish I could play this video with his cousin, but I'm not going to, because showing videos of kids on YouTube is now dangerous, and I'm not risking that. Reaction to this article. Now, this is where we separate the kids from the adults. If Sammy was just a character this whole time, let's see how he would react to this article. Knowing Sammy, whenever he doesn't like something or is completely butthurt about something that doesn't even affect him directly, he will often go into his room, turn on his Fisher-Price camera, and start screaming frickin' the whole entire time, while jabbering on in his Aspie language. Pro tip, don't watch the video if you have... if you're sensitive to massive spurging. So we're gonna watch this video. You might want to cover your ears, because I don't know if there's going to be, like, loud screams all of a sudden, and I'm not going to turn it down.
Pika Pika! Hello everyone, enjoy the video!
It starts out with a Pikachu plush being held hostage by Sammy.
Thanks, Pikachu. Anyways, today I'm going to be doing a little mini rant on, this site called Encyclopedia Dramatica. You know, I've actually wanted to make this video for quite a while. For a few reasons. For one, they pretty much have nothing positive to say. I mean, everything that they type on their pages is usually aimed towards a certain person or group, and it's almost never positive. They're always just posting rude information, some that isn't even plausible, and I mean, seriously, I mean, Encyclopedia Dramatica is just a bunch of jerks, and to be honest, they really have no lives. I mean, they're just sitting around typing about people, you know, just posting every single mistake they've made, and they say, oh, this person has no life, when they're the ones sitting there and writing an entire page about them instead of actually going out and living their lives. I mean, what the frick?
His rise to fame. Wow, another FPS. When will people learn that FPS games are frickin' garbage? The game is too dark. The game is like Minecraft. The game is uncontrollable. The urban setting is for fricks and has goth punks. Deus Ex gets a negative 30,000 out of 10. Okay. Yes, Deus Ex is known to suck. When someone spurgs out so badly that they will get noticed eventually by V, found out about his Deus Ex rant. God, I hate this language. And many laughed and cringed or wondered if this guy is genuine. Where are his parents? What are his neighbors thinking? Will he be the next Chris Chan? Or stop viraling on Sammy? Nobody knew whether he had autism or ADD, but many knew he was going to be a huge lolcow, so many subscribed to pretend to like him, and eventually he became known on Tumblr. However, a huge frickin' frick will eventually get frickin' trolled, and he disabled the comments, although anyone knew that this was going to happen eventually. The videos where he rages the most are the ones that get the most views, showing why people watch Sammy's videos at all. And to this day, he doesn't understand why. I think he actually does now, but he still tries to retcon it by saying he was playing a character when everyone knows he wasn't. Also, his news page confirms that he was diagnosed with high-functioning autism, like our pal Christian, when he was 3 years old, removing any other possible mental human defect from the equation. Sammy, classic Sonic fan. Someone saw all the lols and decided to be documented for the future generations. Among them were gameplay videos of Sonic 4 and Sonic Adventure, in which Sammy, classic Sonic fan, claimed to be a huge expert in Sonic games, yet fails numerous times in them, and rages louder than your average COD baby Call of Duty player, like Wings of Redemption. He uses the free version of Fraps, which results in him making shitty, transition every 30 seconds. On top of that, his frame rate is too bad for recording gameplay, like my fucking frame rate is right now because my internet is being shit. But you are not allowed to make fun of him for his gameplay videos because they are not freaking speed runs. That was his excuse for sucking at video games. He would say that he's not a speedrunner. So that makes up for him dying thousands of times in a video game designed for children. Sammy, classic Sonic fan, uploaded videos he made himself playing the same stages the real Sammy played, except he does it 100 times better, while calmly explaining that Sammy should chill the fuck out. Then the real Sammy responded, so they had a liquid Sammy. I didn't know about that. They had a liquid Sammy. The real Sammy responded by saying the reason he sucked is because he had to slow down the clips, so the clips looked like they would lead into each other, which completely explains why he sucks at Sonic games. No, it doesn't. That if you just slow down the clips, that would be us seeing them worse. That wouldn't explain why you were terrible when you were recording it. The legend concludes. Many tears were had. Let's read this message from Sammy. Thanks a lot, you trolls. I have to make all my videos private. So sorry. The words of a mastermind himself. Thank you all for watching my videos. I like to make them and they took a lot of time to make. Bye. Hello there, all my fans. Unfortunately, my parents have been viewing the trolling people have been doing to me, including all the videos made about me. They have come to the decision that I must stop making videos for YouTube because they think it's unsafe for me having all you trolls around. I must stop making videos. I know it's sad for my loyal fans, especially since my 50th video special was almost complete, but you guys can blame my haters. So, for the people who think that Sammy was some type of mastermind who was just playing everyone, I want you guys to read that over and over again and tell me if you think Sammy was sincerely making those videos or if you think he was actually trying to play it up for attention. Just decide for yourself. I don't have to tell you anything. The trolling somehow got the attention of his parents, who, in actions typical of overprotective parents of retarded children, forced Sammy to stop making videos. Not because he is acting like a huge retard on crack, but because people are making fun of him in the comments section. A bigger shock to everyone was that Sammy would stop making videos. That was the shock. But that he actually has parents. Nonetheless, Sammy made his videos private to reduce troll activity and get his parents off his back. You can still watch his videos if you are subscribed. You can't anymore. That channel's fucking gone. They need to update this article. It's majorly outdated. No one fucking gives a shit about ED, so it's not gonna happen. After a while, V fed Sammy's ego so much that he decided to make every YouTube nobody he needed a second account to scream in. You can find it here, and that's outdated too. That channel's fucking dead. New videos include him screaming about already overstated lack of innovation in the new Call of Duty, awesome ideas for Sonic and Mario franchise, and one of his favorite videos included a My Little Pony YouTube poop. It's now confirmed that he is a brony. In a video where he thinks of himself as Pinkie Pie, yes, he did do that, and showing us at the end his skills in Sonic Adventure. Many deaths and comeback. In December of 2013, a group of trolls found leaked Sammy docs for the lulz. What? They found out his docs and leaked them? What the fuck? Everyone expected him to make a video of him going apeshit, but surprisingly he didn't. Probably the one smart decision he ever made during his internet career. And this is him, I think, again. If it's the docs, I will just close it immediately. Oh, okay. This is him talking about this. The mastermind troll Sammy talking about the internet fucking with him. You are all correct in guessing that we will be notifying the police. I do not know you've done anything illegal, but I do know that you have violated our rights to privacy in your actions. So yeah, come on. You know Sammy's genuine. Anyone who thinks that Sammy's a troll, you're misled. You're misled by the Sonic fandom who wants to revise his stupidity to make it seem like it wasn't as bad as it was. Eventually, his parents found out about this and decided to cut down his internet, a reference to Christian. Some people got sad, but most didn't care, because the Sammy fad was gone long ago. A few weeks later, he was already back on YouTube and uploaded a generic Sonic 2 video, but he deleted it 2 days later because of them frickin' trolls found him. So he decided to shelter himself. He made a private channel that only his closest and most loyal white knights could access, to about 2 to 3 people. Videos on this said channel were nothing but generic Sonic 3D Blast videos, generic rant videos, and cringy as fuck culinary critic of golden Oreo cookies. Why would you do that? It didn't take long for those videos to get leaked. Sammy got butt mad and closed his private channel. But Sammy, just like every other Lolcow suffering from USI, is always hungry for attention, either positive or negative. So in February 2014, he created a new public channel, mostly to promote his shitty novels and Sonic fanfictions that no one cares about. I will find his fanfictions. I will look for them, and I will fucking find them, and I will read them if they're cringy enough, which they should be. During his internet career, he created 7 YouTube channels. The subreddit. You can't talk negatively about Sammy in any form, or your post will be 100% related to Sammy, will get erased and be deleted in less than a minute. Avoid this subreddit. So that was his subreddit. I'll take a look at it for a second. Did it get hacked? Because it says big classic Froggy fan. Unless that... Maybe that's part of the meme. I don't fucking know. It's dumb. Sammy as of now. Now this is outdated, so don't consider it as of now. It's majorly outdated. I'll have to show you what Sammy is like more recently. As of 2014, Sammy is still making videos on a new channel. No, he isn't. He has learned absolutely nothing from being doxxed and absolutely nothing from people who cared begging him to leave YouTube for his own good. He also talks about an online book series that he created called Skylar Space Time. He always brags about how much he's improved, but in reality, he's just as bad as he was before, if not worse. At least in his older videos, they were somewhat exciting. Nowadays, instead of screaming, Sammy cries about Sonic. He literally cried over Sonic Lost World not being a 3D classic Sonic game. Yes, I remember that video. Now his videos consist of nothing but boring, trivial shit relating to the gaming industry that no one gives a shit about. Also, he made a sequel to the monstrosity Sammy Classic Sonic Fans Adventure and is planning to make a 3rd installment for his fans. He also, for some odd reason, started to suck the dick of Mario the Plumber. Mario the Plumber is basically Sammy Classic Sonic fan prototype, complaining about the most trivial shit towards Sonic the Hedgehog while destroying almost every object he sees when he's butthurt, including his own home. Mario the Plumber is also known for his racism, sexism, xenophobia, and his massive butthurt when trolled. For some reason, Sammy looks at him as a pretty cool guy. Of course he would. The reason for this is beyond the knowledge of any scientist. Any scientist? Come on. However, Mario the Plumber has been pissing and whining on YouTube since 2010. It's pretty safe to assume that Sammy is Mario the Plumber's long-lost son or brother. Coincidence? I think not. Sammy also seems to have realized his connection to Chris-chan and occasionally makes vaguely humorous self-referential comments about them. I sort of figured you were acting. I did the same thing with this identity last year. My videos were actually legitimate though. So he says that he was acting, but the videos were legitimate. So he admits that he's not faking it. He is dumb and those are his genuine opinions. It's just that he's overacting a bit. That's why I disagree when people say that Sammy was a troll. He wasn't. Those were his legitimate opinions. He actually is that dumb. Everyone thought my older videos were legitimate, but I actually just formed the Sammy Classic Sonic fan persona to entertain others. He's a fucking liar. I wouldn't believe that. Sammy's a fucking liar. If it was just made to entertain others, he wouldn't have deleted his account. He wouldn't have responded to the trolls. He wouldn't have fucked with the trolls even more. He wouldn't have participated in that subreddit with trolls. It's a fucking lie. Unfortunately, in addition to that came consequences. I had an Encyclopedia Dramatica page posted about me. My docs was posted online. I sparked a controversy amongst the internet. In summary, I can relate. So he's saying that he can relate to Chris-chan. Public school, I don't know if that's important. I'll skip the quote there. In August 2014, Sammy announced that he now goes to public school, perhaps the first time he ever interacted with outside people in his life. He claims that so far people hasn't played Kick the Autistic with him yet, and he has made lots of friends. Considering that he knows jack shit about how society actually works, still has zero culture, and knows nothing about anything that is not video games, make of that as you will. And now we are going to get to supporters of Sammy, and thank God we're almost done. Supporters of Sammy. During his many years of shitting out terrible videos, Sammy somehow managed to gain himself a lot of loyal supporters. Sammy's supporters encourage him to keep acting like an annoying dipshit for the rest of his life, and often deny that he is doing anything wrong at all. But don't let them fool you. Sammy's so-called supporters watch him for the same reasons we all do, to count how many minutes this rabid 10-year-old wastes foaming from the mouth over Sonic before hyperventilating, but since their morals are much higher than the average viewers, they are fucking pussies. They feel guilty about disagreeing with his maddening ways because the poor kid has autism and thus everything he does is okay. They spend their time crying crocodile tears over some shrieking kid they'll never meet in their life because they are too spineless to admit that autism has nothing to do with Sammy being an unlikable little brat who throws tantrums over people having opinions. Basically, anyone claiming to support him are hypocrite faggots who probably point and laugh at people like Chris-chan, but act sympathetic towards Sammy because he is slightly less grotesque and younger than Christian is. So I think that's a good way to sum it up. I'm gonna stop right there. How to piss off Sammy, disagree with his opinions, praise other video game franchises he hates, put his biased logic in question, ask him how many IRL friends he has, point out his resemblance between him and Christian, and make fun of him overall. Tell him he's 9 years old. This is an update posted August 9th, 2018. It's still a bit outdated, but it's more up-to-date than the fucking Encyclopedia Dramatica is. I noticed the lock on the thread, so I decided to update Sammy's for the past 20 months. So this is the past 20 months update for 2018. This is the closest you'll get to me doing a modern update on Sammy. One of the richest resources for the budding Sammy-tologist, is that what they call themselves, is his Instagram page. To summarize, here are some interesting facts. He is now enrolled with a full scholarship at IUPUI set to graduate in 2021, which is 2 years from now, in computer science. At least of April, he joined the track team and was getting involved in Christian socials. He voted for Trump in 2016, which makes him a good guy automatically. And yes, he announced it in the most appropriate cringy manner. While I don't think he'll ever ascend back to proper cow territory, I do think there's a bit of low to medium levels of cringe. So that's what he's saying. He's saying that Sammy has moved on. He's now an adult. He is going to college, but he's still cringy. And he did a rant about Sonic Team Racing. This is last year. He did a video talking about that. He did a weird video with him. I'll watch that in a second. However, he is clearly self-aware and able to take the jokes about himself, which is pretty endearing to me. Still, he is capable of creating some truly baffling stuff. So let's watch a modern Sammy video.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet Sammy at the Sammy Show tonight. It's time to get our memes on. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtains on the Sammy Show tonight.
Now tell me Sammy isn't genuinely autistic again, please. Tell me Sammy is a character so I can laugh at you. Given the short frame in which the videos, overall, my impression of Sammy is that he's developing the best he can given the autism. Note that I emphasize developing and thus the slight cringe and somewhat infantile mannerisms he has, but that's 1000% better than the subjects of the other threads here. So yeah, he's going to college, he's actually trying to succeed, but he's still cringy because he's always been cringe. And he actually did get a date for prom and stuff. Like, he's actually interacting with women. So he's probably the most, like, least retarded of the Lolcows, even though he has, like, an infamous legacy behind him.
Okay! That is it! This is the final straw! I've had with all you frickin' trolls, and all you frickin' haters, and all you frickin' Sonic fan fricks! You guys are the ones that ruined Sonic for everyone! Can't you see that? What the frick are you guys doing? I am so frickin' mad! I am so frickin' mad! I mean, you guys have officially made me lose my marbles! Cause you frickin' fricks just can't ever be quenched! Your fantasies can't ever be quenched, can they? You frickin' fricks! When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
I hope you guys are ready. Today we are going to be watching an ancient video, passed down through the generations, one that has been lost to mostly all of mankind. I couldn't find the original upload, but then again I'm really fucking lazy. But the video we're watching today is Guptill's top hottest Sonic female characters, and I question if this should be a Let's Watch or a Sonic Insanity, and I'm going to be having trouble with that distinction a lot. But today, people assured me that this could be a Sonic Insanity, so we're going to watch this and make fun of it, same as always. So, yeah. Just know that the guy who uploaded this video got bullied so much that he deleted it, and he lived in shame for a long time.
Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up.
So, according to Guptill, Sonic the Hedgehog is the most attractive, not appealing, not visually interesting, attractive. That is the terminology he is using to describe a fictional blue hedgehog. Nothing is wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that.
He can run at sound speed, take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's blue-colored and knows how to handle the females. Speaking of females...
Knows how to handle the females. And by that he means telling them to back the fuck off, because thoughts are not wanted in the Sonic universe.
universe might also be classified as hot chick heaven because
Okay, I want to know real quick in the chat if you think that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise could be classified as hot chick heaven. Press 1. Only press 1 though, because it'll fucking flag you. And if you think that furries are bad and you shouldn't want to fuck a hedgehog, press 2. Just want to see my audience. I'm very curious. I'm seeing a lot of 1s there. I'm a little terrified. Oh, great, some 2s to come in to save sanity. And for the people who press 3 or any other number, you're probably the best out of all of us.
it's hot chick heaven because there's such a mess of very beautiful and tough women that it'll make you love the franchise even more. And since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful female Sonic characters. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of...
I love this minimalistic editing. Like, he can't make his own fonts, so all of his fonts are stolen from Flaming Text, but he can't even customize them right, so they look like a mishmash of random letters. Like, they don't even look like they fit together. Like, that top 10 looks nothing like the hottest Sonic females. And I just don't know why he did this.
Orange juice and try not to reach through the screen because
Get a glass of orange juice and try not to rape a furry. Yes, good advice, Guptill.
here we go!
I wish I could encounter more people like this. Maybe one day Megapie will make a video where he runs down the street at supersonic speed. But until then, Guptill is a very special individual for that.
Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who chases and hugs Sonic all the time and wields a powerful hand?
Okay, I want you guys in the chat to decide. Who chases and hugs Sonic all the time and wields a powerful hammer? I want to see if the chat can figure this out. Me? Amy? Oh, okay, well, someone already figured it out. Okay, well, I guess the chat is smart. Some people are saying Thor. Thor is also a correct answer. Thor always chases after Sonic. Oh, Harley Quinn, that's a good one too. Those are all valid answers.
Hammer. Why, it's Amy Rose, of course. Though more of a cutie than a hottie, you can't deny that.
Yeah, more of a cutie because she's underage like most of the fucking characters in the Sonic franchise.
The fact that she's still attractive. Two things that make her attractive.
Two things that make her attractive are her flat chest and no ass. Oh yeah, if they're on the clock, then they're ready for the cock.
Are the fact that she wears a dress, and when have you ever seen...
Wearing a dress is enough to get you on the hottest females list? That's practically any woman ever. What woman hasn't worn a dress before?
3 big, very smooth arcs of hair
That doesn't look attractive. That literally looks like spines. Like she'll stab you with her face if she ever got too close to you.
sticking out of a person's forehead. I haven't. So, once again, Amy Rose is lovely. That is, until she goes berserk and starts hitting stuff with her hammer. Who's at number 9? It's this alien plant girl from a distant planet, Cosmo from...
So, Guptill wants to fuck an actual plant. I guess I'll put him on the same level as Tails in Sanity.
Sonic X. She arrived on the character's planet to deliver a message saying that the galaxy was
Also,
under
yet
attack.
again, I gotta say this. It's another flat-chested, like, lolly-esque character. That's telling a lot about Guptill and what he's into.
By a force called the Metarex. She doesn't do much except tell people to stop fighting and focus on the real matter at hand. The real reason she lands at the number 9 spot is that she becomes Miles Tails Prower's sweetheart, something Tails needed for a long while. Numero 8. Cream.
I love that he's mixing in Spanish and English to really give me a Chris Chan vibe.
The rabbit's mother, Vanilla. She's attractive and...
People probably get mad at him because Vanilla isn't higher on the list. And I'm a little confused to why Vanilla isn't higher on the list. Because if you're gonna go for hottest characters, you think you'd pick the ones that have the most human-esque bodies. But instead, he's picking lolly characters and then have this character all the way down at the bottom. When this character almost has a human-looking body, except for with the noodle arms and the fucking rabbit face and you shouldn't want to fuck a furry. But It's weird that a character that actually kind of looks like a human is nowhere near the top of the list.
And is the size of an average human mother. What really surprises me about her is that the leader of Team Chaotix, Vector the Crocodile, falls in love with her. Kinda silly, don't you think? She's another character that doesn't do much, but in a Season 3 episode of Sonic X, she helps Chris Thorndike get into—
I'm calling out bullshit on that. I know we're supposed to be focusing on Guptail, but fuck Guptail for a second. There is no way in hell that she could copy Chris's old clothing and make it from scratch. Fuck you, Sonic X, and fuck you, Vanilla. You can't do it. There's no way in hell she was able to stitch together an exact copy of Chris's clothes. No, not happening.
to space to fight the Metarex along with Sonic and friends. What number's next? 7, of course. Wave the Swallow from Sonic Riders. People always root for the good guys, but sometimes the bad guys steal the show. Her mechanical IQ is equal to Tails. She also—
Is she really a bad guy? Like, I know they're known as thieves, but they didn't really do anything evil in the Sonic Riders games. They're just kind of assholes who want to race Sonic and friends. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I didn't pay attention, but it seems like to me I wouldn't classify them as evil or bad guys. They're just guys. They're like villains that don't really want to do anything evil. That's my opinion on them. Maybe I'm wrong. They're just rivals. Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. I agree.
also happens to be the smartest member of the Babylon Rogues. I wonder why she isn't the leader. Like Jet the Hawk and Storm the Albatross, her specialty is writing the—
because she's a woman, and women can't lead. Women cannot lead anything. The Sonic team is right, and Sega is right for not making her the leader. I'd rather have him as the leader before her.
airboards called Extreme Gear, with 2 very long and smooth feathers extending from her head to her calves and droopy eyes. Wave will rock your socks. If only we could see her take wing.
I have a feeling that you would cream if you could see her take wing and appreciate that Sonic pun.
Numero 6. To call the Echidna from Sonic Adventure.
Another fucking lolly character, so you basically want to fuck Knuckles. Because there's nothing really separating her design from Knuckles at all. Like, not even for a second does she look anything like a woman. Like, she literally just looks like Knuckles with a skirt.
1. Named after an ancient Mayan city of the same name, Tikal is the daughter of Chief Pakakamak. She's yet another character that hardly does a thing, except beg her father to stop being so greedy. She also
hardly does a thing. Oh, okay, you're about to say the big thing she did. You can't say hardly did a thing if she's the one responsible for all of Sonic Adventure happening. You can't just say she didn't do a thing.
also traps herself inside the Master Emerald so that the water god Chaos doesn't rain terror upon the land. When you're the daughter of a person in the highest power, you need to look your best, and Tikal delivers perfectly. That's why she's number 6.
Yeah, that's why she's number 6, cause she looks like a lolly Knuckles.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Okay, thank you, Count.
Mina Mongoose from the Sonic—
I fucking hate Mina Mongoose. I'm gonna go on a side tangent. He wants to talk about characters that never fucking did anything. Mina Mongoose, she's that character. She's basically Amy if Amy decided to not be useful in any way whatsoever. Amy at least has a hammer. Amy at least kills some of the bad guys. Amy at least does something occasionally, including saving Sonic from the fucking prison. But Mina never did a damn thing. And she's always around in the Archie comics doing nothing. Fuck Mina. Fuck her boyfriend. They are the worst Archie characters I can think of off of the top of my head.
Archie comics. How could you go wrong with a girl who looks like this? She could run nearly as fast as Sonic, and she went from being a freedom fighter to being a pop star singer. Next to Princess Sally, she looks more humanoid than the other characters. Who could top someone who has long mauve hair? This female—
That hair fucking bothers me, though, because it defies all the fucking coloring conventions that's going on with her, but whatever. If you just want to mix bright purple in with yellow, I guess that's fine.
Standing at number 4, Blaze the cat.
Wait, that's
One
all you had
word,
to say?
Pyrokinesis.
That's all you had to say about Mina is that she's humanoid and has hair? That's it? Nothing else? Okay, that's all you gotta say.
Mauve hair. This female standing at number 4, Blaze the cat. One word, pyrokinesis. How would you
One word, lolly.
like to have that superpower? I mean, Blaze could play around in the Himalayas for hours and she would be perfectly fine. Also,
Your analogies bother me, and I wonder why you think about that character. You say she's hot, and then you're like, she can play around in the snow for hours. Hey, I'm learning a lot about him, and I'm terrified.
her 45-degree ponytail makes her look like a Native American. I really love the
She's not supposed to look like a Native American. She's supposed to look Indian.
fact that her love interest is the
Not Native Indian. Indian. From India.
telekinetic hedgehog Silver. The combination of mind-moving and fire superpowers make these two a reliable couple. But what really lands Blaze in the number 4 spot is that her attitude is apparently more different from the other females.
Oh, he likes himself a tough, independent woman.
Next up is number 3. What's better than having a female with cascading quills? How about a female with cascading quills and hair?
Oh no, it's Pink Knuckles. So now he wants to fuck Knuckles twice.
Julie Sue, the Echidna, another Archie comic exclusive, has that feature. She's smart, knows exactly what to do as a freedom fighter, and even trained Amy once. She's also the girl of Knuckles' dreams. Lucky him. Her
Lucky him getting the fuck furries.
older self in the series, Mobius, X years later, is just downright hot. Just look!
Downright hot. She has a weird looking, weirdly shaped body. She has terrible looking hair that's longer than most of her body. She looks like a creepy humanoid puppet. Yeah, I guess that's hot. Oh, he literally is just talking about her hair. That's what's hot to him. Her hair. This guy has like some type of weird hair fetish.
That long ponytail. Now we're talking.
Now we're
Number
talking.
1, 2, button my shoe. Princess Sally Acorn. There's a lot to say about this character.
I'm sure Dumbsville got very mad in his video that Sally is only at number 2.
She's the heir to the throne, Sonic's first official romance, the only character that used to not wear clothes, brave and athletic.
I
the
hate that not wear clothes is on your qualifications list. You scare me.
most humanoid character, and is like a mother to Tails. In the TV show Sonic Sat AM, one freedom fighter, the cowardly Antoine, constantly tries to woo Sally but doesn't succeed because he's a coward. The princess is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent love interest, although there were a couple of times when she really snapped and acted like a lunatic. In the comics, that is.
I've never really seen her snap and act like a lunatic. Like, I think that's taken grossly out of context for the few scenes that she ever snapped at Sonic. She had really strict reasons to why she would get mad at Sonic. Like, one time, Sonic had just come back from space, he was injured, and then he wanted to run off and fight more, and she got mad at him and slapped him. But people take that out of context to make it look like she was some ranting lunatic. But in reality, her boyfriend, who's been gone for over a year, comes back injured and wants to go back and fight again. He could die. How is he supposed to fight with an injured arm? There's reasons behind her acting the way she does, and if anyone actually fucking knows how humans interact with each other, they would understand that you wouldn't want your love to run off and fight with a broken arm.
But overall, Sally Acorn really stands out amongst the slew of females, not just because she's Sonic's first official love interest, or because she's the only one who didn't wear clothes, but because in the comics, she grew very long hair and married Sonic in the future.
Of course it's the fucking hair. It's hair with this guy. Always fucking hair. If they have a hair that's fucking 7 feet long, he's gonna come. He needs that hair action. But they're furries, so they're covered in hair anyway.
Becoming the queen. So, you've seen a pyrokinetic cat, a swallow, 2 gorgeous echidnas, and even a princess. Who could possibly top those kinds?
Who do you think number 1 is, guys? Put in the chat. I want to see. Type who you think number 1 is. Who do you think is the top of this man's list? Cream? Cream is a good choice. Rouge, cream, vanilla. We already had vanilla. You guys aren't even paying attention.
Of females. Well, get ready, folks. This is the number 1 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog female character.
Yes, he zoomed in on the tits, literally. That is why I have that background. Because he zoomed in on her tits to show why he likes her. He likes her assets.
Rouge the Bat. If anybody denies it, how dare you? This woman can...
How dare you? How dare you say that this fictional bat is not hot? Why don't you want to fuck this bat? How dare you?
fly, she's as strong as Knuckles, and is a femme fatale, seducing other characters into getting what she wants.
That wasn't really seducing. She had blackmail on Bokum, and she was going to use that to make him get embarrassed so he would listen to her. That's not really using her charms. That's extortion.
Instead of having one love interest, she has two, Knuckles and Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't see Shadow as a love interest. They've always interacted as friends, and I've never seen them try to push that any further in any continuity.
Being a treasure thief, she's only interested in one object set, jewels, especially the Chaos Emeralds. There actually have been situations where Rouge's cleavage has been exposed, but it eventually got censored.
Oh no, censorship, yucky.
What a price to pay. I think the best part about this beauty is that she wears 3 different outfits unlike the other female characters. And
of course you want her in different outfits, and I bet you want her to have fucking 10-foot long hair.
Who wouldn't want to fly across the landscape, be as strong as Sean Johnson, and flirt with any male anytime?
Who the fuck is Sean Johnson? Where the fuck did that come from?
Anywhere. These 3 traits make Rouge the Bat triumph over all of the Sonic the Hedgehog females. My hat goes off to you, Sonic Team USA.
My hat goes off to you, Sonic Team. Way to make a furry I wanna fuck.
Say, you ought to be proud.
Yeah, people are jacking off to your characters right now.
There you have it, folks. Those were the hottest female chicks in the Sonic universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you later. Here we go!
Oh yeah, that's all I need this video to be, is him running around at the speed of sound. Oh no, his name is Dylan. This is cursed. At least it's D-Y-L-A-N Dylan, and not any sensible spelling of it. That was Guptail's top 10 hottest female Sonic characters. Now, he did do a retconned version of this video. I can't find a full upload of that. I might try to piece it together later and give you guys that, because he got so upset by this video and its reception that he wanted to fix it, and his fixed version isn't that good either. But that's lost to time, and I'll have to piece it together and make some weird abomination. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye. Also, I know this video made you lose a No Nut November, so you can thank Dylan Guptail in the comment section. Bloodshot the Hedgehog, that's who we're covering today. And this guy, all of his shit is missing. I can't show you any of his videos. They're all gone. I can't show you anything from his history because it's not archived. And this is what happens when people don't archive Lolcows. So all I'm going to be doing is reading this article because that's all that fucking exists. There's no further research I can do. I'm going to try to recreate his Bloodshot episode 1 because that's the only thing that's salvageable. But right now, all we have is his article. And this is a quote from the ED staff after seeing this article. Oh great, another hedgehog. And here's a picture of Bloodshot himself. I won't zoom in on it because this is actually a higher resolution than if I zoomed in on it. But we can see that he's a red hedgehog with a knife, a gun, and several bullet holes in a brick wall behind him. I'll never understood how bullets pierce brick
I know,
like
without
that
it cracking.
and create like a metal rim around it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
whatever,
Only
this
he can
definitely
do
isn't
that.
shitty PNG effects on top of shit. And this is Bloodshot's fat material, apparently. A recolored rouge that's also red. Bright red.
God.
Bloodshot the Hedgehog, and I guess it's referring to him and the character, that's gonna get confusing, is another Sonic fan who thinks tracing and recoloring Sonic characters make him cool. This is not the only problem, as he MS paints over pictures of Sonic and then makes episodes out of it. Now, this was really common back during the commentary community, like the early days of it, but they were commentating, and it's because they were too lazy to get an artist to do their shit. But this guy actually tried to make like a whole series about it. And like what's weird is he's not the only one. There was multiple people on YouTube. Like there was dozens of these fan series where they just take Sonic X screenshots and make a whole series out of it. And they're mostly all lost now because the people
They
realize,
are.
what the fuck am I making, and deleted it.
Embarrassing.
Which are really just slideshows. Now, all of this is unnoticeable, but apparently these episodes and OCs make him the king of a group on YouTube composed of Sonic fans, because Sonic fans are special individuals, and their personas. Bloodshot's main character and most original is, well, Bloodshot the Hedgehog. And no, Bloodshot is not a typo of Bloodshot. It actually is spelled B-L-U-D. It's just a cooler way! Exclamation point, 1, exclamation point.
Oh, yeah.
Typically, any Sonic fan, he doesn't take criticism. Oh yeah, that's like the key thing for all of these people. If you give him any, your comment will be deleted. As a result, there is way too much positive reaction on his page. As the creator himself, he likes Nickelback.
Oh, no. What a degenerate.
It's always Nickelback.
It is.
9 Inch Nails, Nickelback, always fucking this shit. He is an avid cosplayer. However, he broke all the rules of cosplay by being a Narutard and dressing like Cloud. Babe, what do you think about people who are in the Naruto?
I think they're epic. I like Naruto.
Bloodshot does not find VTech lulzy, nor does he like Mudkips.
God, this is old.
I know, that fucking internet lingo. Bloodshot is the author, also some strange fetish for lime from some shit anime show as shown in his cause space, proving furries can always find something new to ruin. TLDR, Bloodshot has his own little circle jerk of friends that made themselves their own little DeviantArt on YouTube. That sounds confusing, but I get what they mean.
Yeah.
Update! Bloodshot decided to make a deviant. That's outdated. The DeviantArt has nothing in it now. Like, it's just junk. It's nothing special. Mm-hmm. We're skipping that, and then you can do this, babe.
Okay. So, not the box.
Yeah, you can just say Bloodshot series.
Okay. Bloodshot the Hedgehog series. Bloodshot the Hedgehog Episode 1. Enter Bloodshot the Deviled Hedgehog. The best movie ever.
Deviled hedgehog sounds like deviled eggs.
I know. It doesn't sound pleasing at all.
Can you see our epic author here, right there, with his light Yagami cosplay?
He's serious. Don't make fun of him. The movie starts out with an epic, not stolen theme song setting the mood for the best 10 minutes of your life. Then it goes into when Bloodshot was but a small boy. Everything is well. Mom is going to make his favorite dinner. And
We never found out what the favorite dinner is gonna be.
No, never.
I don't think I remember what the dinner was.
I don't either. And the sun is shining, but Bloodshot returns to his village and it's on fire. Followed by some truly great voice acting showing what an emotionally scarring event this is for Bloodshot. Dr. Eggman then reveals himself as the destroyer of the village. Dr. Eggman is actually pretty nice about destroying Bloodshot's village. hell, Eggman gives Bloodshot free shoes that make him run super fast.
He gives him shadow shoes for no reason.
11 years later, Bloodshot is still pretty sore about the whole destroying the entire village and killing your family and friends thing, so he decides to kill Eggman.
And never thanked him for the shoes.
Wow. Even though he is mad enough to kill Eggman, Bloodshot is not mad enough to take off Eggman's special shoes. They were a gift.
He knows if he took them off, he'd just be a normal guy.
After some cutting-edge animation, he finds Eggman, but something mysterious happens. Bloodshot's power level goes off the charts, and he finds out someone is in his brain controlling his moves. Bloodshot makes a deal with his brain, but Eggman flew away. Bloodshot decides to go find the Chaos Emeralds for no specific reason.
It's just like Shadow, you will find the Chaos Emeralds and deliver them to
And
me
he
as
does it.
promised. Yes, random voice, I will.
The episode was sadly deleted?
Yeah, deleted.
Oh.
There's being dumb.
Most likely due to copyright infringement, or because it sucks so badly.
I will be replicating this. I have all the footage. I'm going to be getting the audio recorded. Either I'm going to be Eggman or True is going to be Eggman. We've already got Dumbsville being Bloodshot himself. So this will be re-uploaded soon. So if you want to see this garbage, be ready for that. And we got a quote from Bloodshot the Hedgehog. I need to figure out what's going on inside of me. Oh, do you want me to read that one?
Sure.
Bloodshot the Hedgehog 2. Enter Jake the Rock Fox. Nothing happens besides Bloodshot getting a new partner, Jake the Rock Fox. Again, not a typo. All Jake plays is Nickelback, which Bloodshot likes. We are then shown how hardcore Bloodshot is when he beats up one of Jake's critics. Then Jake decides to follow Bloodshot, and even though Jake is more annoying than Slippy from Star Fox, Bloodshot never kills Jake. TLDR, Jake is a furry that no one likes in this series, just for comic relief. Poor relief at that.
Bloodshot the Hedgehog, Episode 3, Duo Problems. Nothing happens. No, really. Fox finds a Chaos Emerald, and then there is some poor comic relief. The entire episode was to make Jake seem helpful for the first and last time in this series.
I wish we could watch these.
I know, they sound so good.
I might have to recreate them.
God.
Bloodshot Episode 4, Enter Rocky the Boxing Echidna. I want to see this.
This is real.
I hate that this isn't real anymore. I fucking hate it. If you thought the quality was bad before, then this will blow your mind. Bloodshot had to record the entire video onto a digital camera from the TV, so the focus keeps fading in and out. Plus, he introduces a new character called Rocky the Boxing Echidna. Yes, Bloodshot even ripped off the Rocky movies. How Bloodshot managed to get this shit onto TV when his computer was down, no one knows. Rocky the Echidna sounds equally like Borat, but with Down syndrome. Rocky then has the misfortune to run into Bloodshot just in time to fight a fucking robot again. They defeat the robot, with Bloodshot then asserting that he now has a team that rips off Sonic Team formula.
Oh my god. This sounds great.
And we're still going. There's
I
still
know.
more.
God. Bloodshot the Hedgehog, Episode 5, Team Blood. After taking 6 months to work on this video, Bloodshot has truly returned to the form of making great videos. Using only the most cutting edge and sprite animation, and in no way ripping off Sonic Team, he truly makes an opus, closing in...
I wish I could see it. It's sprite animated.
I know!
This could rival fucking S&T. I want to see it.
It really
Bloodshot, if you fucking watch this, with most of the Lolcows who fucking watch my show, do eventually find this. Fucking re-upload this shit.
Please. Close enough to compare his first episode. Essentially, Bloodshot, Rocky, and Jake are practicing their attack formations until Bloodshot goes all emo. Rocky bravely confronts Bloodshot's emo-ness and learns of Bloodshot's horrible past. Oh no. Then Rocky and Bloodshot get into a philosophical conversation about if it is really right to kill Eggman after all Eggman has done, reminding one of a scene from Watchmen.
It's kind of reminding me of Jesse's creation, fucking Run the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, Run.
How he has to go and kill Dr. Egg Freeze, but he keeps doing a bunch of other shit that's not killing Dr. Egg Freeze.
Yeah, just beating around the bush. Finally, in typical Bloodshot fashion, the team fights a giant robot. Again. God. But they all learn the value of teamwork. Oh, and Eggman says something about getting Bloodshot's brain or some shit. No one really cared that much about it.
YouTube took it down because they're stupid. A quote from Bloodshot the Hedgehog.
The actual hedgehog. But fear not, Bloodshot fans. Bloodshot himself has personally stated that when the first season ends, he will redo all the original 1 through 5 episodes.
I don't know if he will, and I don't care enough to read all of this shit.
No.
Bloodshot and the Blitz Hedgehog Avengers. Ooh, it's a GIF.
Oh, damn.
It's a fucking GIF. This is how he promoted this, which gives me the idea how bad it is. Oh my god. I love this guy.
I do
He
too.
needs to return. What happens when all the A-list heroes disappear? You get J-list heroes to save the day. The story is just Blitz and Bloodshot doing stuff and trying to save the day from an evil villain who lurks in MS Paint Castle with the Soviet flag on it.
course.
Because communism is always the problem. The villain plans to give everyone a curse mark to make them evil.
Curse
That sounds like a hentai plot.
No, it's an Naruto plot.
There were also a shitload of original Sonic characters that would have a cameo from one episode and then leave. But then, in Sonic fashion, the characters first have to collect all the Chaos Emeralds to defeat the bad guy. These episodes were entirely impossible to watch as text can't be read since Bloodshot thought it would be a good idea to make the text the same color as the character on the screen.
Genius. Characters. Bloodshot has a lot of time and he spends it mainly on making OCs. What Bloodshot and all his fans fail to realize is that all of Bloodshot's characters are recolors, and even the backstories are uninspired, much like many of the artists on DeviantArt. Bloodshot the Hedgehog. An interesting fact is that Bloodshot is not actually a recolor of Sonic. No, he is actually a recolor of Chase the Hedgehog, proving that Bloodshot is actually the most original recolor ever, besides Shadow. He even carries guns that he never uses, and can turn nigger at will.
See, that's what I didn't get. Like, in episode 1, just episode alone, he pulls out a gun and aims it at Eggman, and he doesn't fucking do anything with it. He just pulls it
freezes
out.
up or something.
He was a kid, too. Where'd he get the gun?
I know. What great parents. Also, Bloodshot has pants. Do any other non-recolor Sonic characters have pants? I don't think so. Even if he only wears pants, it is to give people the impression that he has any sort of genitals. Bloodshot has many sex toys of Ruby the Hedgehog to Cassie the Bat. He is so knee-deep in these girls that he can't get them off of him. But wait, Bloodshot also has a dark and moody side of having a horrible past, of getting his family killed and his village burnt down. God. Bloodshit's backstory is like every other character's backstory in the Final Fantasy game. So keeping up with the archetypes of anime and video games, Bloodbag is all moody because of his past and tries to sound like Clint Eastwood or Cloud. But this only adds to Bloodshot's awesomeness.
I'll read this quote, and then I'll go to emo.
Okay.
I am a hedgehog you don't want to mess with. Quote from Bloodshot on Bloodshot. Emo the hedgehog. He is emo. What more do you want? Emo slits his wrist and cry about having no friends. Sounds familiar. Listens to Linkin Park and cries. Wears black. Writes poetry. Wears faggy emo hair and cries. Emo is just shadow, recolored in all black. Who hasn't become a hero, an hero yet, so he didn't kill himself. Okay, an hero yet. Emo is just emo because he never had any parents and his only friends kept emo happy. Contradiction, and emo is never happy, especially when your fucking name is emo. One day, all of emo's friends die in an avalanche. Seriously. Then emo does the most sensible thing and tries to become an hero. But Bloodshot stops emo, so now he lives on to become And so now he lives on because that is what Emo's friends would have wanted. When Emo isn't doing emo things, he is having sex with Goth the cat. It is believed that Emo is Bloodshot's self-insertion. Why wouldn't Bloodshot be a self-insertion? Like, what the fuck?
What?
And who the fuck names their character Emo? You get the thought.
Oh, of course I do. Relatable. Goth the cat. A gothic cat-like creature who stumbled upon Emo the hedgehog while he was under attack from one of Eggman's countless generic robots. Despite having no special powers or other magical bullshit, she comes to the hedgehog's rescue. Seriously, what a pussy. Assisting in the brief conflict and coming out on top. After the dust settled and this extremely cliche battle had ended, they both brushed themselves off and stared into each other's eyes. Love at first sight, am I right? A deathly pale cat with blood red hoop earrings, black jeans, red eyelids, black t-shirts, with such creative messages such as hate or death.
Not with an A.
Upon them. Black thigh-high boots, and well, you get the picture. Despite trying too hard with the dark appearance, Goth is ironically the most original-looking character in Bloodshot's roster. Want some more irony? Bloodshot didn't even create her. The award goes to this one, Shadow Fangirl 101.
Okay, and we got a message from here. It's a creative idea, guys. Why does everyone think this is so bad? I mean, yes, people are emo sometimes, but this has a creative idea no one else has ever thought of.
Thank you.
Non-important recolors. Jinx the chameleon. No one understands Jinx because he is a ninja. Jinx really is just Espio, but recolored. They even have the same damn backstory, except Jinx is way better than Espio.
Indigo the hedgehog. One day, Bloodshot awoke from cold sweat. He just had a stunning dream. No, not a wet dream of lime. This dream would change the world, but thanks to shitty art abilities, it got all fucked over. So Bloodshot just recolored silver purple and called the abomination indigo. Bloodshot then called it a night and resumed his wet dream. Making a terrible character based on silver, an already terrible character, thanks, is like anything that George Bush has done. A seemingly okay idea, but ultimately catastrophic.
Pete the Parrot. Just to recolor a jet from Sonic Riders. He's blue. He drives a blue Corvette. Despite being a bird, he lives in a blue box with cutout windows and never appears again.
Oh, poor Pete. Butthurt. After his butt buddy Blitz closed his YouTube account, Bloodshot couldn't take any more of the hate recolors have to put up with for being such an unoriginal piece of shit. Apparently, Bloodshot is too retarded to find Blitz on DA.
Okay, I'm gonna open this and we're gonna see what it is. I'm gonna open the image.
Oh, damn.
I want to touch Flirty. Watashi wa... no, I'm not doing that.
That's just a tagline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind getting your face ripped off, XD.
XD.
So that's her tagline? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. I hate taglines.
Me too.
I don't care. She's so F in hoot. In hoot. Sorry, miss, but you are dealing with a homosexual. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeesh. Oh,
Dang.
that's bad.
That is.
A new hardcore design. Recently, Bloodshot released a YouTube video displaying his character's new look. I doubt that exists anymore. It's not going to exist anymore, is it? No, it's just a link to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I assume they just do that whenever a fucking link dies. No, it would seem that Bloodshot has gained a new partner in crime, Sonic Girl 21. While this may be a mere sock puppet account or a completely new contender, we are not yet certain. Stay tuned for more. I don't think there is more.
No.
Only a handful of his totally original and awesome OCs were recolored. As you can see, Bloodshot looks more like an extra from the newest Final Fantasy game. Ruby looks... I can't see anything. You're not...
I know.
They don't share any of the photos. Like, do any of these link to anything? I don't think they do.
Mm-mm.
Ruby looks like a sluttier than... you know what? We're gonna look up Bloodshot. I'm gonna show you these characters. I won't know which one's which, but you know what? We'll try. I'll look them up. Here's the characters. I'll go one step over. Zoom that in. We're gonna zoom that in. We'll try to figure out who's who. Is that Ruby? Is Ruby just Red Amy?
I think so.
So Ruby is Red Amy. I'm assuming, what was his name? Rocky? Rocky is that Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
And that Tails is that annoying guy who they said fucking sucks.
Yeah, he does nothing.
So there you go. That's what they look like. Get that image in your head. I had to look that up myself. And apparently fucking Bloodshot is a manlet.
Yes.
Look at him standing up to be on
He's
there.
serious. Don't laugh.
Bloodshot Productions. Okay, Ruby looks sluttier than ever. Rocky is still a nigger, only this time green. The Rock Fox has seemingly taken a trip to the local Hot Topic, and that's what he looked like beforehand. I don't know what his new redesign looks like because they sure the fuck didn't link it.
Nope.
The trolls attacked, and Bloodshot cried. It would seem poorly drawn flashwork and eye-gougingly bright colors were not quite enough to shield him from haters' onslaught. If for whatever reason you found some enjoyment from his shitstorm, you may wish to check on her DA profile, which can be found here. This young lass seems to be the average DA Sonic fangirl. Also, yes, this is the same Sonic 21 as the Chase the Hedgehog's page.
Bloodshot's docs in Hacksword. So, a friendly troll and his friend decided to get Bloodshot's password. They succeeded after finding it to be Peanuts.
Peanuts? Why Peanuts?
I don't know, like Charlie Brown or some shit, or the actual nut. You know that shitty comic strip in the newspaper? Oh yeah, it is Charlie Brown. The troll posted 2 comments on 2 channels, one of his own and the other on SpazKid XD's. Months after this happened, the account was suspended. Oh, and also his email was shadowhedgehog88@yahoo.com until they hacked it too.
The man behind Bloodshot. Bloodshot's real name is Ryan O'Connell. That's a very weird last name.
Yeah.
Now, for a short list of facts. He lives in Connecticut. He goes to an autistic school. He also uses a Mac. He's currently in some financial trouble. He attends a lot of conventions. Troll him IRL for great justice. A friend of his, Nick, believes who email punk, whatever, who fucking cares, contacted Ryan shortly after he was suspended. The
forever dwindling circle jerk. Blitz the Hedgehog. Blitz's Bloodshot's...
Let me open this up.
Okay, yeah,
we have
let's
to see
look at
this. I'm gay for you. Let's get married. That's not me. I say it is. What do you think, tinfoil? No, I mean, I was hacked here. Okay, but you don't have to get in line with the... I think it says the rest. With the others, yeah.
Oh, yeah. God.
He doesn't want to admit he's gay.
Blitz is Bloodshot's butt buddy. In nearly every one of Bloodshot's episodes, there is Blitz the Hedgehog with his ass ready for a pounding. The two also cause trouble with other original characters on YouTube. Blitz is just a recolor of Knuckles and Sonic, but green. Also, judging from his interest, Blitz is a pure American white trash with a love for wrestling, NASCAR, football, Metallica, and being offended by bad comebacks. In the end, no one cares. In dealing with his trolling, Blitz had decided to respond to the nasty plot video above by saying how much he doesn't care in a 6-minute deleted video. This, of course, falls flat on his face, even without him being butthurt about how he was the one being picked on. Later on, he even claims he can draw by showing off his shitty MS Paint trace of an Eco-Raptor cartoon. In even further retaliation of the trolling, Blitz decided to delete fucking everything on his YouTube account. Good thing he still has other accounts still open. The bastard finally just went ahead and said fuck it, making an account on both DeviantArt and Newgrounds. As one could imagine, his DeviantArt account is just full of fail and has decided to no longer feed the trolls. He believes he can do this by literally hiding all the comments, good or bad, or if they're from his girlfriend Blitz. Blitz, after being active on DeviantArt for 3 months, has already gone completely delusional, thinking that he can get into an art college with some of this amazing art. One could tell that Blitz is trying really hard to become the next success of the art world. Also, don't forget to check out his Fur Affinity account. Yes, it's true, he even draws Sonic Youth.
Oh no, I don't want to open it then.
No,
because
don't.
That's gonna get me fucking kicked.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
So I guess I read that. Fist the Echidna. Yeah, she's in this too, but you never guess. There.
Oh, okay.
Dark Dayton. A person who was so uncreative that he had to steal one of Bloodshot's characters. This is a depth not even Anon would sink to. Dark Gayton, clever, is also a wrestling fan. Notice the pattern here? Oh, he yelled at some guy to give him his persona back, but as we all know, except for Dayton, there are no girls on the internet. Another thing, all of this talking his videos in Microsoft Sam. Oh god, I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. Years ago, people would do that. They'd fucking put it through a text-to-speech thing. It never sounded good.
Never.
Even going so far as to make threats with Sam. Sam can't be threatening through his personas, even adding Chuck Norris jokes along the way. Oh god, 2008, be gone. Way to go, asshole. Now he doesn't exist anymore. He deleted his account.
Shadow's one and only girl. A confirmed fangirl on the internet that took a character from Danny Phantom, turned it into a hedgehog, and then paired it with Shadow. Wow, something mildly creative. She loves Shadow and is a twitard?
Twilight retard.
Oh, okay. Shadow's one and only girl is also making a Dawson Creek shit stain for all the tubes to see in anime form. Stay tuned for some more lols.
Punky Frooster. One look at her page will tell you Punky Brewster is Katie of this group, complete with being bi and totally random. Punky Brewster, I hate that name, is far worse, for she is a furry. Much like Bloodshot, she has her own show of Sonic, but this time it's combined with Lyoko. I hate that fucking name. Code Lyoko, and at least 100 spelling errors. Still keeping in step of being a complete retard, Punky Fuckster also has the compulsion to hook up with every single Sonic recolor she meets, thus coming full circle that all fangirls are retards. Finally, Punky is a totally gay for Jesus, which explains why she has so much time on her hands.
Vaporeon trainer. Like, I can't stop laughing. A fat, ugly, emo Sonic fangirl. Her recolor is a purple Shadow the Hedgehog with at least 100 forms. She refuses to listen to people that say her recolors suck, and constantly switches between her creepy voice and Speakonia.
I
when
hate
posting
Speakonia,
videos.
God.
I know. She also thinks adding a racing stripe to an original character is a new design.
And I think that's it. That is it. I am going to look for one thing. I'm going to look for something, and let's see if I can find it.
There was a recolor named Bloodshot, inspired from Linkin Park and Sonic X screenshots.
So peaceful. Hey, I should get back home. It's almost dinner time. Hope Mom's making my favorite. Dramatic gasp.
Suddenly, Blood's shitty town blew up in flames as the recolors stared, terrified.
Mom! Non-existent father figure, where are you?
Quick, because all they're doing is causing trouble. And I actually had phone sex with her boyfriend in the United Kingdom. That's what the phone sex thing was about. So why don't you drop this shit and get your facts straight before you claim anything?
Okay, so I burnt down your shitty city. Here, have some Nikes.
There's a lot of assholes on YouTube using real bad words.
Don't scratch those goddamn things! I'm working a half-time job, you know! Ugh.
And so, Bloodshot began sucking dick to make a living. After the large amounts of cock intake, he eventually began to lose his little bitch voice, and gained a much more deeper voice, making him sound more mysterious. My name's Bloodshot. For years I had to endure cocksucking in the corners. All because my recolor family had to die! Now with no basement to dwell, I am forced to sleep in the wilderness. My sole purpose in life is to kill Eggman. But for 11 years I've been chicken shit apparently. But that day begins today!
Eggman! Oh, great. Another recolor.
What you have done is
Unforgivable! I will destroy you!
His power level is off the scale! I'll come back for that power some other day.
No, you don't. Not so fast.
Due to the intense faggotry, this current scene was removed because it was about to rip off Bleach. God damn it, Bloodshot. What's this? A Chaos Emerald. I need to collect more of these. I'll put them in my ass.
Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a Sonic Insanity. Today's Sonic Insanity is on Fist the Echidna. Now, I bet you guys are wondering, who is Fist the Echidna? Well, judging by the original name, you can assume that it's a Sonic OC, and you are partly right. This is Fist the Echidna. As you can see, she is basically a Blue Knuckles with Amy's bangs. Now, some people call her a Blue Amy, but that's not actually the case. There is a Blue Amy character this person made, and she is called Amelia. She is the twin sister of Amy Rose. And if you think that amount of recolors isn't enough, there's another twin called... what is this sister's name? Luna? There's another one. So there's Luna, who is Orange Amy. There is Amelia, who is Blue Amy. And then there is fucking Fist, who is Blue Amy Knuckles. So we're in for a show today. Fist the Echidna was first spotted on DeviantArt in September 2007. She instantly declared herself the one and only wife of Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, that's right. She wants to marry a fictional hedgehog, and that's not even a new for Sonic and Sandy. We had someone that wanted to marry Silver the Hedgehog and wanted to bang Ninja Turtles, so I'm not even shocked. Submitting image after image of her fan character Fist in romantic clinches with Shadow. Anyone who dared to tell her that Shadow wasn't real and that she was crazy was declared a retard. Wow, that's sounding really familiar. I don't know who that could sound like, Silver fangirl. This makes her a typical Mary Sue, thus should be avoided at all times. Like all good DeviantArtlets, oh, I missed that term. I missed DeviantArtlet. Fucktard, the Echidna, draws completely original, recolored Sonic fan characters. In fact, the name Fist is so original that at least 4 others can be seen on DeviantArt at any given time. Amusingly, all seem to have missed the lulz garnered by the name. Funnier that Fist is rather related to Knuckles in the same name sense. So hilariously, this faggot just changed the name of the main character while still basically being the same shit. Yeah, it's a synonym. Thank you. Thank you, Encyclopedia Dramatica, for that insight. I don't know what synonyms are. Get it? Knuckles? Fist? Yes, I get it. It's like calling your character Boom the Hedgehog. Yes, I get it. Get it? Boom? Fuck off. Or Jet. Yes, I get it. You're not funny. These people are supermen. In January 2008, Fist opened a YouTube account and proceeded to show off her talents in video format. Most of her videos were incoherent rantings at supposed enemies, imaginary or otherwise, or anyone who dared to pair Shadow with anyone other than Fist. After alienating everyone on both DeviantArt and YouTube, Fist blocked pretty much every simple troll method on her account that she could think of, and now sits screaming out her shit on the internets. Actually, she's gone now, while no one can do anything about it. Fizz believes that if you ship a crack pairing like Tikal and Shadow or Sonic and Silver, you're retarded and should have your ass kicked. The characters have to have seen each other and have matching color schemes. Wow, that's really fucking autistic. Though this doesn't seem to apply to her Mary Sue, who doesn't even exist in the series to begin with. Her love with Shadow is endless. She made 5-minute long video explaining what fan pairings are and how they are not retarded. I wish I could have seen that. And if you do not agree, you are a doof. That's a Chris word. Who deserves to be stoned to death. Fist is likely to be the gay diamond in the Sonic community. Well, you didn't archive any of her shit, so we won't know too much about it. She has a boyfriend named Johnny, and she claims to love him. Poor bastard. Fist also now claims to have 2 shit spawns. How they made it out of her diseased vagina alive and without being recolored in paint is nothing short of a miracle. How to piss Fist off. Create a YouTube account. Put her character as your icon or background. Blank, blank, blank. No profit. No profit. An easier way to piss her off is to say that Shadow is a fictional character. Gay, stupid, retarded, etc. The possibilities are endless, and this person isn't on the internet anymore, so you can't fuck with them. Quotes. Shadow is still mine, and mine only. Fist demonstrating severe brain damage. Fist opinions on art. Fist is a fan of recolors, that shows how dated this article is, and her friend Sonic's Clone 16, which I might cover later, who is actually Fist in disguise. oh, never mind, supports her in this view, along with Samelia, which is actually her 100%. I looked at the art. We'll look at the art later. The people who recolor pictures don't fucking care how much people worked on the pictures. They recolor. The pictures, good or bad. Okay, mostly good pictures they recolor, but at least they're not spelling recolor with a U. But still, you guys are responsible for making the pictures, so if you don't want people recoloring them, you shouldn't have made the pictures in the first place. Yeah, if you didn't want me stealing your money, you shouldn't have money. If you didn't want me punching you in the face, you shouldn't have had a face. Very sound logic there. And such a foolproof reasoning that is. If you don't want to be recolored, don't draw. Recoloring. Examples of Fist recoloring, mad skills. These are some of her characters. I guess she made an art tutorial right there. And this is Fist and Shadow. And yes, I know it looks just like Samelia, but oddly enough, Fist started out just being a recolored Amy Rose, not a recolored Knuckles. So I'm just gonna scroll through this. You can see all this wonderful artwork. I'm not gonna analyze everything. I can't zoom in on it because a lot of shit on ED is broken, so I can't actually do anything. Own drawings. When Fist isn't recoloring images, she has no permission to play with. She's attempting to draw for herself. And such art she produces, isn't it a wonder she hasn't fallen victim to her own recolor theories? And you can see her own shitty artwork here, how it looks nothing like the shit she's trying to recolor. Okay, you see her shitty artwork, you see her fucking demented looking character. Fan art. Just like the name, oh yeah, all those are gone, so I don't give a shit. Drama Queen. Now, we're gonna look at all of her fucking Drama Queen shit. This is a bunch of shit they actually did manage to archive of her being a retard on the internet. I don't get it. Mood, annoyed. Listening to Shadow doing nothing. Why would I be reading? I got TV. Oh god, I hate this person already. Watching Shadow trying to eat a brownie. Playing around with Shadow. Eating brownie. Drinking brownie mix. How come people think recolors are for retarded dipshits who have no life and who don't want to waste their time with drawing them for themselves? I just recolor for fucking fun. So people don't. I hate how this person writes. Don't be such assholes about it. I like to recolor with a lowercase I, and if you think that's bad, then you can. Then you guy can. You guy can. I'm done. Kiss my ass. And if people hate recolors, then you hate America. Yes, fucking apple pie and recolors. Those are the American values. Apple pie and recolors. If you people hate recolors, you hate America. And I got a sign that says, if you hate America, then you can kiss my ass. This person's obsessed with ass eating. Weird. And we see someone, I guess these are just people shit-talking her. The drama llama lulz. Who have no life and don't want to... Who have no life and don't want to waste their time on drawing themselves. No one said that. Okay, this is just people shitting on her. I hate America. Okay, yeah, these are just people fucking with her. That's not really funny. LOL Mary Sue. Oh my lord, you're a twat. This is just people fucking roasting her at the time. And then she responds with blah blah blah. That's what I read when I read your retarded comments. And recoloring is not part of any goddamn environment, fucktard. Life is only temporary state. Death is possibly forever. It is forever. Who knows if you reincarnate? Who knows? Shut the fuck up, you edgy fuck. Who knows if you never die? But if life, who cares? That is not related to anything. That is not related to anything being said here at all. Are you autistic or something? I am proof that it is better to be silent and thought to be an idiot than open your mouth and prove it. Ooh woo. And then she responds with, no, I am a goth. No. Oh, that's a synonym, you idiot. Oh my god, LOL. Fucking perfect. I love that response. No big difference between Dana and Fizz. Dana's a preppy ass. I don't know who Dana is and I don't fucking care. These are just people legitimately shitting on her. I want more comments like that one before. And then she reaches out saying, hey, you people ban people, right? Ban me so people can stop fucking talking to me. What a dramatic bitch. Welcome, you suck, blah, new phrase when I'm bored. If she's not interacting with them, I'm skipping it. Now, these are some of the things that her character is, and 100% emo, so not shocked there. And this is yet again something more from her character's perspective. December 18, 2007. Oh my god, I did something horrible, read to know. I, with a lowercase I, with a lowercase I, almost killed Amelia. She pissed me off too much, and all I did was punch her. I forgot she had fragile bones, very fragile. Please, someone help me. I'm blaming Andrea. I don't know who the fuck that is either, and I don't care, because she started this whole damn mess. She started because she claims she has Shad's furs. Hope you're happy, Andrea. You made me knock out a really fragile girl, because you made me too angry. It's not my fault. Andrea caused my anger and made me knock out Amelia. I'm listening to Amelia's favorite song right now. Is everyone happy now? I knocked out the most fragile girl. I know you guys are happy for what I did. I hope you hate me now. And her fave song is Apologize by Tim Bad. Who fucking cares? If I'm not online tomorrow, that means who fucking cares? Oh my god, I don't care you knocked out Blue Amy. Now, let's take a look at some of her artwork. This is from her accounts on Amelia, which she tried to claim wasn't her, but it literally is called Amelia. You can see that her art skill hadn't improved over the past few years. This is a little bit later than the account they had archived. You can see the wonderful art she's doing here. At least it doesn't look like she's tracing this artwork. It looks like she just sucks at drawing. So many recolors. So many fucking recolors. Oh my god, there's Tails recolors too. What the fuck? There's so many fucking recolors here. The brilliance. Oh my god, what the fuck? She stole Edge years before Edge even existed? Who the fuck is this? Will you be my Valentine? Of course I will. I don't know who the fuck this is. Frilly? I'm gonna say that's how you say the name. You are one white streak away from being sued by me in the past. Just saying. You stole shit from me before I even made it. Oh, never mind. You got a white tip tail. That's fine. Edge doesn't have a white tip tail, so that's perfectly fine. We can see that Fist wants to beat the shit out of Espio. We can see more recolors kissing. There's a Sonic recolor too, so I guess you can mark him off the checklist. There's a Cream the Rabbit recolor, Alex the Rabbit. Oh my god, you just keep a fucking checklist of all the characters she's ripping off. There's a fucking green, there's a green fucking Fist, so the Fist even gets recolors. What the hell? And now here's her other account. Now this account was accused of tracing. We seen her art skills a second ago, and if you look at the Sonic characters here, yes, it is traced because she is nowhere near on that drawing level. I believe the people are actually drawn by her because they look like shit, but everything, oh dear god, what the fuck? How could you look at this and think, yeah, this looks fine. I'll publish this. Not gonna finish it. Yeah, I can understand why. Dear God. Oh my god, this artwork. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Okay, I'm done with that account. Now we're going to her other one, which has an edgy name that I'm not gonna try to pronounce. This is when she was into My Little Pony really bad. You could call her a brony, but I don't really count people who are into My Little Pony that are actually girls, so I don't fucking care. You can see her putting on her best Tony Stark, because this is 2009, and her artwork has only gradually improved. I mean, I guess her Sonic characters are looking a bit better. This doesn't look like it's traced. It looks like she's genuinely improving a bit on Sonic anatomy. A bunch of pictures of herself. You can see more of her characters, and that is it for the DeviantArts. Now, I actually ended up finding one of her YouTube accounts. This was an alternate YouTube account made when the other YouTube account started getting shit. So we're gonna watch some of her videos. This YouTube account wasn't even documented on the ED article. So I'm going to play some of the videos from that YouTube account, and then we're gonna end this. So let's look at this. This is called Random Animation. I want to see if it's actually an animation. I'm gonna hit theater mode. We see Blue Knuckles there. Oh no, it's Bloodshot the Echidna. It's the same fucking lightning sound effect. For Shad It's Forever. For Shad It's Forever. Okay, so that's an alternate account made to fuck with this person, and theirs has a Z in it.
Why the fuck would you want to be me? Why'd you take my name, and why'd you...
Dear God, her microphone is worse than Chris Chan's. I can barely even understand her, and I've got this turned up full blast almost. I'm not gonna not gonna turn up any higher because then you'll be ear raped. I guess I'll turn up a bit higher.
Say, bitch, blah, 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 recolors, blah, blah, blah. Friends, demi face, I am's unintelligible. Yes, you are. Shadows, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what? That isn't even me in your background. How can you try and be me if that's not me? Huh? Fuckwad.
Okay, I'm gonna end that video there before she ear rapes you more with her terrible fucking microphone.
Hey, it's contest time. Well, for my user. It's just a contest that I'm holding. And if you want to enter it, you have to make a tribute to Cream the Rabbit.
Oh, hell yeah. Encourage people, make Cream the Rabbit artwork. Just a test. That's for the random animation. Fist, Queen to Fist. I don't care. We're gonna click on, do you think you guys can really insult me? Hell yeah.
Do you guys
My right ear is really enjoying this video. I'm sorry for those of you guys out there who hear from both your ears, but you're gonna have to deal with this for a second.
really think that you can insult me? I don't care what you say. It's just, you guys are proving that you are more retarded than, well, for one thing, you guys are proving you're more retarded than Edge, if you understand.
Edge? How dare you? First you fucking recolor him, then you call him a retard? You fucking bully. How dare you insult him a whole decade before he's ever created?
And wrestling, you can get that joke.
Oh, Edge the wrestler. Okay. You're forgiven for now.
You're just proving that you are so retarded, you have no lives, and the reason why you have no friends who care about you. No friends at all. I prove points. You insult me. I don't give a crap. That's how life goes.
I don't give a crap. That's why I hooked up my fucking rock band microphone, and I'm calling you guys retards, because I don't care.
If I complain about Shadow Exticall and someone calls me a whore, I don't care. It's your fault. You left the message.
It sounds like you care.
Mess with me, and you'll get in trouble.
Consequences will never be the same.
Stay away from me. There will be no trouble.
Yeah, everyone. Anyone who dared watch this video, which amazingly has 15,000 views. Stay away from her altogether. Don't watch the video. Don't hit like or dislike.
Just do be aware of one small thing. I don't care who the heck you are. I don't care why you try and insult me. You never will. No matter what you say to me. No matter...
I think you mean offend you. Because insulting you, that's right away. If I call you a fucking retard, that's an insult. It doesn't mean I offended you. I think you're just mixing up words.
What you do to me? You can never hurt me. Never ever hurt me.
You can't hurt me. That's why I made 5 alternate accounts. You can't hurt me. Now leave me alone. Leave me alone. You can't hurt me.
You get it through your heads. No matter how many times you insult me, you fail. No matter how many times you call me a whore, you fail. No. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm watching SmackDown. Right now it's the over-the-top rope match.
I don't care. We're done. I'm not hearing you talk about wrestling for 20 fucking minutes. Here's why I don't accept friend requests. This is the last video we're gonna watch.
The reason I do not accept friend invites is because I'm not one of those people who just like randomly send invites to somebody I don't know and I know that I'm gonna accept them. I do not do that. I'm a person who accepts friend invites from people I know. Relatives, friends that I met here earlier on DeviantArt and stuff. I only accept friend invites from people I know, like people who live in the same state as me, where I can actually see who they are and what they do and stuff. I'm not one of those people
who accept friend invites immediately. I'm one of those people who actually cares about my friends. And I don't accept friend invites from like Annalita, Nicole, Flirty, Kurt, Amelia, Ty, Firo, Megan.
Oh my god, so many fucking recolors, and now you know all their names. You're learning so much today.
Those people. I just don't accept friend invites at all, because I know that, number one, if I don't accept friend invites, then people will just say I'm a major. Well, I can't say it because my mom's in the other room. And if I do accept friend invites, then other
I can't curse. My mother is in the other room, guys.
people will start saying like, well, this person's cool, they have a lot of friends, maybe I should be friends with them. No. The only person cool is... Okay, the only person in the world who's cool is Triple H, but...
Okay, enough of the cringy wrestling shit. She's too cool to be cool. The end. That is all you need to know about her. And that was her YouTube account. So I think I've shown you everything you need to know about Fist the Echidna. She was a butthurt retard from the golden days of the internet. She got ass blasted by people who didn't like recolors. She deleted her account, made a new account, deleted the account, made a new account, and then finally fucked off. And that's her full history. Hey guys, Dylan here, and Taylor yet again.
Hi.
And we are going to be doing Sonic Insanity. Now, we're not covering Jessie Pajamas in particular. It's just I noticed that there's been a lot of editings going on to Jessie's Encyclopedia Dramatica, and I feel like a lot of useful stuff might be gone soon. So I want to do a stream looking at the Wayback Machine of Jessie's old Encyclopedia Dramatica, which was Fire Goron, which is now basically completely edited out of his new Encyclopedia Dramatica, which is just a boring, stale mess now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be reading this. This is Jessie's past stuff, so hopefully you guys have fun. We have two versions of this wiki. We've got the Fire Goron versus DeviantArt version, and the regular Fire Goron version, so we got a lot to cover. Fire Goron versus DeviantArt. Fire Goron is a fat emo Chris Crocker fanboy YouTuber who is very unfunny and thinks making fun of faggots over 9,000 subscribers will make him popular. His first debut on YouTube was on his account Titled Son, where he uploaded shitty videos that sucked. Very descriptive.
Yeah.
Which was shortly followed by fanboys of Master Lynx owning him into quitting YouTube because Fire Moon's videos were too similar to his. That sounds really fucking stupid, but it does sound like something he'd be mixed up in.
Yeah, it does.
In between making crap videos, he also loves to spam websites with countless self-promotion accounts. I'm not even shocked. Fire Goron has also been known to have strong bestiality and furry fetishes.
Oh.
Ooh, spicy. As well as a taste for lolicon. Okay, straight and Shotokan.
Awkward.
He is a closet homosexual that is still very bitter about some girl in school that said fuck you after about 5 minutes of dating him and caused him to develop blind mirror syndrome. This can be seen in his bloopers and attacks against YouTube women, as he constantly makes remarks about women being bitches and whores. Fucking years later, and that still applies.
Pretty much.
Could explain a lot about his obsession with Chris Crocker. I don't know who that is. This has caused him to hate all women who are more popular than he is, and caused him to make a secret scrapbook dedicated to Chris Crocker. And this says recent, but it's not, but go for it.
Recent. In a phone call to someone he was stalking on Furcadia, Fire Goron admitted that he'd enjoy wearing panties and being fucked in the ass by a woman. Oh, wow. In this phone call, he also stated that he'd attempt to fuck his sister for the lulz. Sometime about 4 months ago, Fire Goron thought it would be like major lulz if he made a video on YouTube that showed off many fur fags fan couples. with characters from Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course, because Fire Goron is so cool, more videos were created that continued his fad.
Is that from him?
I
think that's from him. It is.
Yeah, it is.
I searched up all the images on Google anyway. It's not like I, with a lowercase I, went to the site just to piss off artists.
Well, that was true until Fire Goron and his two other straight friends made a fourth and final video with one purpose: to piss off the artists who have been spamming them.
Wonderful. The videos, part 2. The second video is the only one that hasn't been removed. I had no intention of pissing off artists. I just wanted, with a lowercase I, to show them, the world, how gay some of these damn fan couples were. Well, it's true. They do suck.
Oh no, my artwork was stolen!
Perfect line for you to read.
I know. Eventually, the artists found the videos and shit their pants in anger because their favorite couples were being called stupid. This made the artists very angry, because nothing hurts more than hearing your favorite fan couple being called stupid. Many users from DeviantArt, most likely 16-year-old girls, spammed the comments of 4 videos arguing with the creators, but epic fails when it was clearly noticeable that they suck at arguing. For example,
Nah, it's alright. I find funny how people are still arguing over this. I find it more funny that you're still too ignorant to realize that this video needs to be taken down. You suck. You suck.
great argument.
Of course he just came in with that you suck. Yeah, I suppose I do. Nice comeback, by the way. Honestly, you should write a comeback book or something. Okay, father.
Yeah.
Lols, you should write a comeback. Oh, great.
The most notable users who spammed the fuck out of Fire Goron and his friends were KK Pink Fox, Lightning X Shidu, Blaze X Fury Kitty, and La Cool Bubby. Please take note that all 4 are very gay. Notice how each have an average of 0 subscribers, providing evidence that their sole existence is for spamming. What assholes, am I right?
DeviantArt spreads the lulz. Of course, after going nowhere with the war on YouTube, the furries returned to their fox dens to further spread their anger and possibly yiff.
Oh no.
The videos, the offenders, and I think all those are dead, so I'm not gonna click on them. A furry posted links to DeviantArt page. They point to 3 videos and accounts from Fire Goron, whoever that is, and Funny One Always. Gotta love how they referred to as offenders. She also posted a lot of don't say anything. Take out of context left by Fire Goron and the other 2. And she posted all of the artists of which they stole their pictures from. You wanna get that one?
Yeah. Those 3 thieves are major dumb butts and should get a life. They say that their videos won't be removed, but they're wrong. They will be removed by YouTube staff, and they'll be banned for breaking the terms of service.
Yes, they will be banned for right-clicking on an image on the internet and using it in a YouTube video. What idiots.
What you need to do is find the deviants who created the images. Note them with the link. They will take it up with Kairi Mitsu. If they don't take it down, contact YouTube itself, the website.
Also note the date. These videos were put up about 4 months ago. YouTube doesn't give a shit about these videos. Go.
Fire Goron fights back. After everyone on YouTube minimized their One Piece hentai and noticed that DeviantArt was once again being gay, they set off to defend YouTube, and Fire Goron as well. Hoodboy Tells eventually stepped in and made a video about Fire Goron raping the artists. This, of course, further upset the artists, and they responded to the video with comments such as,
Okay, that's just stupid. You have no right to bash the artist. Who are you mad at? Your so-called friend? Now remove the video or else YouTube will. You can't do shit about shit. And neither can YouTube. Clever. Good one.
Yeah.
Oh, really, fucktard? YouTube owns the fucking site. YouTube owns YouTube.
Oh, what?
And they will remove it.
YouTube eventually deleted Hood Boy Tales' account. However, the video has been re-uploaded by another source. By this time, more and more people were fighting back against the 4 fur fags. The entire war can be summed up here.
And it's nothing. It's a Flash thing, but it doesn't fucking work anymore.
By this time, the 4 faggotry furries gave up and realized how gay and retarded they were.
The war in a nutshell. I guess I can be Jesse and you can be
Everyone else?
the fucking red ones.
Okay.
I'll be Jesse and the black ones.
Okay.
Hey, ever heard of Sonic X Eggman? What a dumb idea. Okay, makes video. Lols, that's so true. They're stupid, makes squeal. Yeah, me too, makes third one.
Let's look up my favorite fan couples. Gasp! Oh shit, they called my favorite couple stupid. I cannot stand for this. The video must be removed. Goes to DeviantArt, brings back YIF partners.
I know a way we can get those vids that hurt our feelings removed. Let's complain about the fact that they used artwork to make it. Sounds great, let's spam them all. Spam, 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 spam. Whoa, what the fuck? You guys' problem?
You stole our artwork, that is illegal. You're gonna get banned on YouTube now.
Okay, no I'm not. I have a feeling Jesse wrote this part. All of this. I have a feeling he wrote most of this.
I think so. It sounds like it.
I think he's the only one that writes his YouTube. Fire Goron, you're so evil. Your video bashes the artist and the artwork. That sounds like something you'd say. No, it's just the couples are stupid.
Art theft is violating the YouTube terms of Section 4E04 subsection 9.
God, this is so annoying. Shut up, libtards.
Basically.
And this is his art gallery. I'll zoom in on some of this shit more, but
Please don't.
we'll see a lot of this. We'll see a lot of this shit later. But let me see if I can open these. I'm gonna open up each one. That is Jesse pulling off his best Leafy impression. Remember 150.
Don't do the last one.
I'm doing the last one. I'm doing them all. It doesn't have a dick. I can show it. This is what he looked like back then, face-wise. Don't do the last one. And this is one of his nudes that was leaked a long time ago. Oops, I did have it right.
Yeah.
Open up image. This is his nude that was leaked a while ago. The dick is censored, so I feel like I am safe. Nothing is going to happen.
Hope not. There's no pee-pee.
I know, there's no pee-pee. It's true, this man has no dick. And all that shit is gone, so we're gonna go to the second page. This is the revision of that. And now it just says Fire Goron. S-Kids here, he's commonly referred to online, is a dickless wonder new fag who stumbled onto the interweb sometime last year onto JewTube.
Oh no.
He has since strived to be an online cam whore, desperate for any attention he can get. His parents raped and abused him repeatedly as a child. This went on for a number of years until they eventually grew bored of him and decided to have a very late-term abortion and promptly dumped him into the garbage bin one night. From then on, he was brought up by a deranged stank old bum named Bernie, who educated him fully in the art of cock shifting and cock schnoggling, which he later used to his advantage in order to secure a job scrubbing toilets at McDonald's after he offered the manager a sloppy blowjob. Because of his cock shitting childhood, he's desperate for attention, any attention, and will do absolutely anything he can think to get it, including going out of his way to humiliate himself online. Unfortunately, he just never learned how to interact with others like normal people, and since he's completely socially retarded in every single way imaginable, he has no friends, not even virtual friends, on the internet. In fact, he's such a social leaper that the only way he can get people to make fun of him is by giving the usernames and passwords to his online accounts whilst blending his fat ass over and screaming, "Punish me, daddy, punish me." Needless to say, contact with this cookie little cam whore homo should be avoided at all costs. Don't talk to him. Don't reply to him. Don't look at his videos. Don't take the bother to acknowledge his existence in any way. You will only be contributing to the problem if you do. The best you can do is simply reply to his every post or video with dozens of links to homo websites and pictures of cock. Lots of cock. The more cock you can send his way, the better you will be making the interwebs.
Oh my god.
I hate that part got edited out. It was gold. I loved it.
It was fantastic. Okay. Then, Master Link's butt job era. Flaming Grogan, as he's known to his personal butt buddies, made a video called Master Link's Sucks, in an incredibly unfunny and painfully obvious attempt at trying to troll a 12-year-old boy on the intertubes. This failed, of course, but not before he repeatedly shoved a dildo up his ass over the thought of a 12-year-old boy is getting all butthurt over his epic abortion of a trolling attempt.
Hood Boy Tales error. Hood Boy Tales is the reason Speconia videos were popularized on YouTube. When Fire Goron found Hoodie Boy Tales videos, he decided to expand and invest in the video trend by doing exactly what he did, adding no creativity and ideas of his own. That doesn't sound familiar.
Nope.
Because the idea was so new, apparently so funny, Fire Goron and others, Funny One Alloys, whatever that name is, and DBZ Sonic all created Sonic X blooper series, which was like a hybrid of an abridged series and a Speconia video. This boosted FG's popularity up about another 100 subscribers. Shit no one cares about.
DeviantArt prissy little bitch slap era. Because Flaming Goron's only real goal in his dead little end life is trying to convince himself that he's some kind of super amazing troll, he decided to try and piss off more prepubescent boys. This time he went for a whole shitload of deviant tartlets. He came up with the stunningly brilliant plan of taking a bunch of teenage Muppet fuck half-asses crayon box molestations that he slurped up off of their deviant tartlets account and then put them into an incredibly unfunny original video called Stupid Sonic Couples that he bitched together using the freebie version of Windows Movie Maker on the Family Dell. And yes, he was very proud of that title. He considered it trolling masterpiece at the time, and he spent hours on end fingering his cunt hole with a rusty razor over how clever he thought it was. This third abortion of a trolling attempt, as you might imagine, did absolutely nothing at all, other than get a few 12-year-old boys all butthurt and belly a chin about the big, bad, butt-fucked little bitch, Flaming Goron. He did manage to get the 3 new subscribers to his YouTube account. However, given just how socially retarded the little goober is, it's just much more likely that he simply started sucking or making sock puppet support slurpers to try and feign importance.
voice-ass actor era. Later down the road, Flaming Goran made friends with some nobody teenage Muppet fuck on YouTube who ran a pretend voice acting company called Black Ass Studios or something like that. Anyway, his company wasn't a real business, of course. It was just a bunch of overly pathetic basement-dwelling anime fags who wanted to play pretend voice actor as they went around hiring other random teenage for roles and half-assed, eventually aborted after 3 scenes anime dubbing jobs in which there were no real pay involved and, of course, never permission or rights obtained by the original owners. These piss-ridden attempts were quite frankly so gut-wrenchingly horrible they played out like a 50s era dub jobs of B-grade Gojira movies, only using voice work and prepubescent fuck stains from Generation Barney. Eventually, Flaming Goran wounded up fired by his pretend he ended up fired from his pretend virtual job. How did that happen?
I don't know.
He got fired crying like a little bitch about it, but then the man has no balls. So what the fuck did you really expect? Oh, you got the best one.
I hate it.
Do you not want to read the title? Do you want me to read the title?
I have to read it.
No. I think we can skip the title. It's fine.
No, Sex Niggers Black Era. Fire Goron created a new account called Sex Niggers Black in order to show his love of having black cock up his ass. Of course, it certainly had nothing at all to do with trying to draw even more negative attention to himself. Using this account, he ripped off a lot of popular YouTube videos, packing them up real good with clips of his favorite anime series like Pokemon, Samurai Jack, Strawberry Shitcake, Powerpuff Girls, and of course My Little Pony, his personal favorite. By using clips from all these popular tweeny bopper tunes, he was able to bring even more attention to himself from Generation Barney, proving once again that the only thing he was really interested in is attempting to molest children in the same way that his parents molested him as a child. Obviously, having no cock to speak of presents somewhat of a challenge. However, Fire Goron feels confident that the vibrator he stole from his mother will work just as good as the real thing, as he tested the theory out on his own ass, repeated with fairly positive results.
Fire crotch, self-inflicted stupidity, and leaving forevers. It was around this time Flaming Goron started referring to himself as seizure-prone fire crotch, or just fire crotch for short, after his cock and balls quite literally spontaneously combusted on one evening after he started having a violent seizure in the middle of an ass rape session involving some poor prepubescent boy he lured into his car off of the street. The seizure caused his body to twitch violently in a spastic meltdown as the boy's ass was so small and tight that the incredibly intense friction turned his usual flaming gorgon into an incinerated gorgon, burning off his entire cock and balls in the process, eventually coming to grips with the fact that he no longer had any genitals to speak of. This article about him popped up on ED, seemingly written in a form that tried to compensate for his lack of any balls or cock. He tried to claim that one of his tweeny bopper haters made a page in retaliation for his total making fun of them for liking Sonic the Hedgehog and calling them gasp a furry. Of course, looking over the original article, it's quite clear to anyone who isn't mentally amputated that this little goober wrote the article himself. Oh, he got had. Oh no, they knew. It seemed like it too.
I know.
Since it's just filled with self-slurpage and unwarranted self-importance, whilst providing only the slightest bit of degrading. You can go, babe. You can go.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
One does wonder if he did this on purpose in hopes that ED regulars would notice and promptly blister his fat ass in 38 different directions for it. Obviously, in an effort to try and seek more negative attention since he doesn't know how to interact socially like normal people. There is some pretty strong evidence of this fact as well, in that shortly after the ED page was created, he wound up giving out his username and password to random strangers. Such a masochistic act of sheer idiocy, as you might imagine, resulted in his entire YouTube account being almost completely obliterated and pissed all over. All the while, Firecrotch's bare ass was seemingly stuck up in the air as he screamed out, "Punish me, Daddy, blister my fat ass red, I've been a bad boy."
I couldn't, I knew I was gonna have to read that and I just couldn't. I would die.
You wanted me to read it? In the aftermath, after he finally managed to regain control of the account by crying like a little girl to YouTube admins, he looked all around, realizing that still no one was paying any attention to him, and promptly pissed his pretty little pink princess training panties in an indigent frustration over his complete failure of a self-inflicted punishment. After which he started bawling his eyes out and screamed, "I am leaving forevers, I'm not ever coming back ever again."
He returned to YouTube the next day. One day, Firegoron decided to reopen his account and try again to become popular by not being creative and by mocking other popular videos on YouTube. This time, he was mocking people who were famous for crap reasons. His first target was Chris Crocker. I still don't know who that is, although parroting him really got him nowhere since everyone was doing it at the time. I don't know who that is. I guess I'm too young. His second target was Smosh. I'm not that young. I know who that is. Third was GothBabe0304, and I think that's one of the videos we have. And his final attack was on Sexy Babe Girl, which he put her in her place by mimicking her bikini dancing, and that's what we're going to be looking at. It's just going to be pure silence of him dancing in a bikini by dressing up in a bikini himself and dancing to the same song she was dancing to in her video. Yep, that put on a bikini, dancing on cam, really put it to YouTube just to get popular. Creative.
Banishment. Firegoron eventually did get banished because he made a video of Dragon Force singing about how much they love killing niggers and raping women. YouTube felt that this freedom of speech video was just too distasteful for their site, so with the removal of the video, Firegoron was finally banned. The video was uploaded to break.com and is still available for viewing.
Attention whore. Fire Moron is an online attention whore, and the clear definition of a raging pussy, trapped in a prepubescent male's body. This fact was made abundantly clear after some nudie pics were hacked off of his MySpace account, which revealed the stunning truth. This man has no cock, and I showed you that a minute ago.
Proof. Now, new account. Firegoron has a new account, FireGXLol, and is continuing to post bad speakonias, singonias, and other butthurt videos which get low star rating and no views. He is apparently now a song composer of a shitty Flash series called 3 Frog Bros, and he is even now claiming that he was the voice of Marth in Brawl Taunts. Can you imagine such a small world?
Fet life. We're gonna have to take turns.
Oh god.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe paragraphs. We'll switch between paragraphs.
Okay.
His FetLife profile reads, and I quote with a lowercase I, "Call me Sue. The T is silent." Okay, so I got it right.
Oh.
It's a Japanese word meaning title, which basically means large. So it fits me well, don't you think? I'm egotistical, narcissist, and I like... What's up with these lowercase i's? Being one, and would really like to see people out there respect my being. I do not approach, but I am very approachable and friendly. Are you Christian?
I know.
I am open for touching as long as you know the right spot to touch me in. Anyway, along my spine, I am straight. Sorry, this is Christian, isn't it? I like to think of myself as It's Christian!
Yeah.
Making bisexuality a fixed preference. I'm learning all types of new things. Yet I don't think there is a right or wrong preferences. Be forward with me, reach out and touch me, put your hands on me, hug me, nuzzle me. Do as you wish. I am very open to forwardness. I do not need to know your last name before intercourse. I am STD free.
Oh, yeah, make sure to emphasize that. Why do I like to call myself a vanilla? Because I like playing innocent no matter how experienced I get. I will always consider myself to be inexperienced and very new, simply because that's the mindset I prefer to be in. I am not a virgin.
That one capital I bothers me.
I know, it's hard to read. I know how to handle a woman, and I happen to be a sadomasochist, but that doesn't mean I don't like looking cute and feeling innocent.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I will continue to call myself a vanilla and think in the mindset of one. It makes roleplay much more fun when finding a woman who wants to corrupt me.
Oh no.
Oh god.
On the whole slave, master, pet, owner thing, I consider myself to be someone who would rather be in charge of a full-time pet or pets rather than being someone else's pet. Sorry, I just think I think too much to be a pet. I am a terrible slave, although I do feel more comfortable owning a harem of my own. Goron's ultimate harem? Mm-hmm. I'd prefer the girls to be much smaller than me, and well, I'm already a small guy, so think about it. I'm sure that's gonna stay the same forever.
Oh, yeah.
As for dominant/submissive, I consider myself to be a submissive, but I want to be a dominant. What the fuck? It goes along with the whole looking cute thing. Well, it's weird that you're a submissive wanting to be a dominant, but whatever. And playing innocent kind of, I think I know why some of our conversations went very wrong when I tried to tell you that that's not how that works. It's not so much like being controlled. It's more like I'm a stupid bitch who can't make up my mind. Feel more innocent to my partner, I guess. I prefer bottom. I like to wear white as it is an innocent color. You're fucking retarded.
I know.
But don't worry. Under all that white is the body of a sadomasochist. I love watching people get hurt, people hitting, and I enjoy enduring physical pain. I like to test my limits to see how much I can take, whether it's being spanked. You're a fucking bitch. That's what it is. You're a bottom bitch. Mm-hmm. You're a fucking... Oh, no, you're not a dom. I also really like to be hit, smacking, spanking, whipping, but I'm not a pet, I swear. I'm all for it. I'm a switch when it comes to sadomasochism. Dom, but you just said you weren't.
He's confusing.
You're a virgin. There. Summarized it. But for anything else, I'm mostly sub, bottom, etc. I'm a fucking confusing mess. If being part of pet owner relationship, I'd definitely be the owner. I'm not looking for an owner. Well, just say you don't want it. Just say you don't want it, you dumb bitch. Don't fucking go on for 2 minutes.
Yeah, arguing with yourself. I am very into age play and role playing.
Oh no.
Oh no. I love school scenes, incest scenes.
Oh no.
Teacher/student, mommy/son, all that good stuff.
I said sorry like a Canadian because we've been watching OKKO and I just wanted to say it to fuck with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tons more. I just can't think of any right now because my brain is all blah. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, in these said scenes is where I prefer to play the innocent role, the younger role, smaller, inexperienced. Why? I don't know, just because. This doesn't necessarily mean I want to be bottom all the time, just in roleplay or dress up.
I want you to respect me and treat me like the man of the house, but when I'm in bed with you, you get on top and you do everything.
What a bitch. If it's coming down to BDSM, then yeah, I'll probably want to be in control, probably. My body has a problem with feeling pain. Hee hee.
If I give off my shit never stinks vibe, then good. This is the vibe I prefer to give off. Does it mean that I think I'm better than everyone else? No, it's a mentality issue. In fact, I prefer to think everyone is equal, no special treatment. Why do I go around with an egotistical attitude? Perhaps it's because I am young and I'm going through the I'm invincible stage. Or maybe it's because it helps to distract me from my depression, bipolar, ADHD, and other dumb shit people on Tumblr say they have without being diagnosed. Either way, if you choose to not get along with me because of this attitude, I will let people know and ruin you. I understand that if this attitude may be a turnoff to you, but you don't see me discriminating against people because of how they act, which I do. I accept everyone, no matter what, which I don't. Their faults are.
Oh, I'm stuck with the fetishes.
Do you want me to read it too?
Yeah.
Fetishes. Now, you guys better pull out your checkbook. There's a lot of them here. Mm-hmm. And remember, this is Fire Goron we're talking about. Fire Goron.
Yeah.
Definitely. Quotation marks. This is from his FetLife profile. Into 24/7, everything to do with age play, everything to do with cuddles, receiving, dildos, watching, gangbangs, giving, kidnapping, roleplay, receiving, lingerie, watching, making home movies, everything to do with it, masturbation, everything to do with it, multiple orgasms, giving, nipples, watching, oral sex, receiving, roleplay, everything to do with it, schoolgirl uniform, watching, sex in public, everything to do with it, sex with strangers, giving, talking dirty, tearing off clothing, everything to do with it, toys, watching, vibrators, watching, voyeurism, receiving, curious about anal sex, bondage, chastity devices, cross-dressing, fisting, humiliation, and master slave.
Oh my god, that's pretty loaded.
And now, since we've read all of this about Fire Goron, we're gonna watch this video, and I'm gonna end it off, and this will have music in it when it gets re-uploaded, but we're gonna watch Fire Goron do us a seductive dance. Mm-hmm. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and then we'll end the stream.
It's okay to be gay, let's rejoice with the boys in a gay way. Hooray for the kind of man that you find in the gay way. It's okay to be gay, let's rejoice with the boys in a gay way. Hooray for the kind of man that you will find in the gay way. Father, figures beyond, you're a shooting star, you've come so far. I was once in your shoes, in the closet like you, I had nothing to lose. Hey, bad gay, bad, pick up the soap, get on your knees and pray. Hey, bad gay man, release your load, you've got to cease to delay the gay way. It's okay to be gay, let's rejoice with the boys in the gay way. Hooray for the kind of man that you will find in the gay way. Hooray for the man. Oh, strong man, queen of the balls. Some brotherly love is a pleasure for all. Come out, open your eyes. It's a matter of size. And gay man, pick up this soul. Get on your knees and pray.
that was a nobody on the internet.
Yeah.
That was a giant fucking loser. And I'm sure he's doing a lot of great, successful things with his life. And I'm sure he doesn't go around editing his ED articles to make it seem better about himself. I'm sure he can take criticism and doesn't have to delete videos that are drama related and try to ditch people. I'm sure he'd never do anything like that.
Never.
He values his friendships with people and would definitely never piss off the wrong people. Never.
Yeah, never.
Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing something people have requested me to do since I started Sonic Insanity. That is Sonic Passion, a case study on idiots. So we're going to read over this entire thread, and we're going to read over everything these weirdos posted. I can't go to the actual website because it's long dead, and you might want to mirror and archive this video when the official version goes up. There's a chance that this video will go down because Alex Henryroll took down my old video on her, which is why I'm going to have to remake my Alex Henryroll video because Alex Henryroll is a crybaby. So let's read this. We all know the World Wide Web is not always a pretty place. Sure, there are plenty of normal websites for people to visit. Websites that allow us to book vacations or shop from the comfort of our homes. This is an old thread, if you cannot tell. Websites that provide us with great free entertainment. Websites that allow us to get our news for free, not so much anymore. Websites that allow us to interact and connect with others across the globe. For example, but beneath the web's bright and shiny exterior lies a seamy underbelly, full of insane conspiracy theories, sexual depravity, disturbing pictures, and about anything else you don't want to see. The bright side of this underbelly is that it is an endless source of humor and entertainment, in the form of mockery and satire. In other words, some of the stuff people are into is just plain hilarious. One such hilarious website is Sonic Passion, a forum for people who are into something called robophilia. Just what is robophilia, you ask? The preferred definition seems to be a sexual attraction or love for an artificially intelligent human-like robot. So, if you were attracted to Data from Star Trek, if he were to exist in real life, for example, that would be robophilia. Sonic Passion forum members have misconstrued this word to mean a sexual attraction to, believe it or not, video game characters. And we're not talking about Lara Croft or Kasume, or don't put your own fetishes in here. These people are primarily attracted to characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Yeah, you read that right. These people would like nothing better than to bend Sonic over a chair and fuck him right up his little blue asshole. Or maybe they'd love to pound into Amy Rose while she beats them senseless with her giant mallet. And those are least insane fantasies you'd find on this forum. These sexual deviants can combine fur fetish, scat fetish, pedophilia, rape fantasies, bestiality, voyeurism, which seems like it's lesser than all the other ones, so I don't know why it's put so high up, / fanfiction, and some other shit no one's even heard of, into a horrific cocktail of anti-erotic madness that will leave you wondering whether you should be laughing or crying. The forum members also make it clear they despise society. We live in one, and real people, and feel a connection only with video game characters and other real people like them. Chief among the offenders is the forum's administrator, Alex Henryroll, who has taken her sexual obsession with Sonic far beyond rationality, which I don't know how you can have it rationally to begin with, that makes the rest of the members seem perfectly normal by comparison. Some of the following screen caps feature her in some way or another, because she really is the most entertaining out of all of them. She is willing to kill herself over Sonic, as she has already claimed time and time again. After reading some of her forum posts, you'll see there's no reason to doubt her sincerity. Is this the craziest forum on the web? In all honesty, probably. I would say that years ago, but not now. So, on that note, on to the show. Further proof that popular scientific theory that sonic semen transcends sexual orientation. So this post is from Squirrel Prince. I wouldn't doubt if that's fucking Richard Kuda. I'm not gay, but there's something about Sonic's cum. And I hate how this website is formatted. I hate the terrible blue on top of black. I can hardly read it, but I'm gonna try for you guys. Alex Father, tell me again why you wanted to buy this extremely expensive digital camera for you? It's for school. And we see that this post is from Mandy, and it says, I could see his sexy feet. I think they mean I wish I could see his sexy feet, his sexy ass, his sexy everything. I get so horny in the casino level in Sonic Adventure when he's in the shower. Oh, great. Fucking crazy people. And then Alex responds with, really? It's exactly the same with me. I even filmed him with my digital camera while he was in the shower. Drool. I guess this is before people could just, like, record their computer or whatever. This is before capture cards, I guess. And yes, you can see that she is officially married to Sonic since 2005. Dear Lord, this is Alex's full signature. Basically, all of it boils down to, I plan on dying alone. Certificate of marriage. This is to certify that Alex Henry plus Sonic the Hedgehog were married on the 8th day of May, that's coming up soon, anniversary time, 2005. For Sonic, break my heart, destroy my soul, and leave me crying. I'd still love you, and I don't expect you to love me in return. That's crazy. If I can't have you, I'll just be single for the rest of my life. I want to know if that's true. These lonely nights are hard to get through. I will keep you in my eyes by making you a dream. And this is some emo poetry if I've ever read it. Even though you're not here and nowhere to be found, my heart says you're still here and everywhere to be found. That's not clever at all. Words are just not enough to tell you how much you mean to me and how much I need you by my side. All my life, you have touched my life in ways others can't even think of. If you have the courage to love, you have the courage to suffer. True love is a wonder that has no end or beginning. No matter how hard things seem, true love will aid you through it. Never underestimate the power, because love can do miracles which you've never thought possible. The greatest love story that was ever told could be me and you. You just never knew, or never know, I guess. You are my soulmate, my sweetheart. You are my dream come true. From now on until the end of time, I give you my heart and soul. You can love, and love as many times as you want, but with the same person. The first time I saw you, I knew it was true, that I'd love you forever. And that's what I'll do. You don't know what you do to me. You don't have a clue. You don't know what it's like to be me looking at you. This is some real fucking rap lyrics going on here. I wonder how the fucking guy who made Sonic feels that this fucking woman wants to bang the shit out of him and is devoting her whole life to him. I'll love you forever, and when I die, whatever part of me is left will love you far beyond eternity. There's no limit to what I wouldn't do for you. Just ask and it will be done. No matter the miles, no matter the sacrifice, I love you, and you'll always be in my heart. Love has no limits, no regrets. I will love you for the rest of my days, and I will love you beyond the world as we know it, beyond forever, beyond always. Loving you is what I was put here to do. True love is not measured by how much sacrifice is done, even though I said it was earlier, but by how you can sacrifice for true love. True love has no measure, for it's immeasurable. I love repeating myself. I was born to love only you. My soul has formed you to its measure. I want you as a garment for my soul. Your very image is written on my soul. Such indescribable intimacy I hide even from you. All that I have I owe to you. For you I was born, for you I live, for you I must die, and for you I give my last breath. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. Love knows no boundaries, even after death. Well, that was the edgiest thing I've ever read, and I've read manifestos. How far gone are you when circles are more arousing than actual human beings? Anthropomorphic animals like Sonic. I can at least understand why, how, but these are fucking circles with eyes. Well, even the weirdest of all, the virtual, can be found sexy. Weirdness has no limit, and for join SP, you must be weird. That's a very strange requirement. Did you know that I jerked myself off over Boo and Shy Guy? Oh, so that's what that was referring to. They jerk off to Muro characters. I want him to slice open one of his arteries and breathe me in his blood until his white cell count matches my white sex count. Oh god, I'm coming just thinking about this. Okay, so this post says, all of the above. I want him to trample me. I want him to vomit in my mouth. I want him to piss and shit and snot in my mouth. I want him to put my tongue in his ass and all. I would let him kill me. I would hang myself for him, 'cause I get insane. So he is beautiful. I can't control my brain anymore. It's nuts, but it's true. With Sonic, I lose control over my brain, if you have one to begin with. Screw any good reviews it gets from respected magazines and websites. This post would make a great quote for the box cover of the next Sonic game. And it is from the user Phase, and it says, I would do anything to have sex with Sonic, though I'm not quite as dedicated as you are, Alex. I'm not into vomit or urination or any of that kind of stuff, but he can fuck my tail hole any day. That's a quote I'd shove on a box. I'd love to make him come, preferably in my mouth, or all over me. Sonic single-handedly turned me gay. This guy is gay for Sonic the Hedgehog. Damn, woman, even your fellow robophiles think you're a frothing nutcase. Go get yourself some medication, and then resize that fucking gigantic avatar. He's right, that avatar is way too big for this shitty website. And Newbie says, Alex, sorry, but I've always wondered this. Why would you be willing to eat his vomit? Have you eaten vomit before? Would you really want to hurt Sonic and drink his blood? Would you really want him to put you within an inch of your life and call that love? I'm sorry. I understand obsessions like this, but have you ever actually experienced that stuff before? I don't think if Sonic loves you, he would really want to hurt you. Does that make any sense? And she responds with, unfortunately, you're sorry because you hurt me very hard. You ask me if I would be willing to eat his vomit? That means that you would be willing to think that I'm a liar. Oh, that's the problem, is that he's calling you a liar. I am not a liar. I think absolutely, I say. Terrible grammar. Sighs. If I called my forum Sonic Passion, it's not for nothing. Sure, that I've ever eaten vomit, imagined that it was his, of course. Otherwise, I couldn't perform that kind of stuff. So, Alex admits to eating vomit. What the fuck? No, I don't want to hurt him, but I would want to drink his blood. Yes, I want to be his slave. No, Sonic will never love me, because he is God, and I am trash. Fucking crazy. And I want to tell it once again, I am not a liar. And I hate liar. Not I hate liars, I hate liar. I love Sonic with all my heart, and I would shoot myself with a gun if that could makes him happy. I am totally serious. I swear if Sonic come to me and asked me to kill myself, I would do it. Why? I would do that because he is my love my life, my hope, my passion. He is the only one I live for and would do anything to make Sonic happy, even if it gives me life. I hope that now everyone understands how it is easy for me to eat vomit. That is a very defensive statement there. And I'd probably eat her vomit and shoot myself for her. I'm not a liar. If someone using the power of the emeralds or something turned Nux into a gal, what would you do? I would flirt with her? Is that all you gotta say? So would I. Wow. That's so fucking minor. That is so fucking below what Alex is talking about. I believe there are at least 14,035 pictures done by 12 furries. That says otherwise. Hello, this is cool and all, but Shadow's not gay. I would have sex with him, but it would mess up his reputation. Thank you. So this person is saying they want to fuck Shadow, but they can't fuck Shadow, because then people would call him gay. They don't want him to be made fun of. That's what they're saying there. The Grim Reaper and Satan are your role models in life. That's not normal. Oh right, you want to fuck video game characters. And the thing he's referring to says, sorry, I overreacted a bit. There's nothing wrong with being gay. That's the problem we're having here, not eating vomit, being gay. It's just that I think he'd go better with Rouge or something. Yeah, that's what people ship him with. Shadow is practically my role model in life. Your role model should not be a fictional hedgehog. Next to the Grim Reaper and Satan, because those are great role models, it was like yesterday that I was reading a new Nintendo magazine when a page flipped and showed Sonic AB2, and I was like struck with a feeling inside of me. Shadow is very, very sexy. Here's a picture of the #1 Shadow fan, a gay goth who admires the religious representation of evil, the manifestation and symbol of death, and the circle of life, and a cartoony hedgehog from a video game. He's a joke in of itself, folks, and apparently that's the guy. Throw in some dialogue, and we got ourselves material for adultfanfiction.net. What I'd like to see. I'd like to see a mix between Shadow and Amy. Shamey. Or Shammy. And she'll wear the same clothes as Rouge. Well, then it's just Rouge but a hedgehog. I'd like to see Shadow giving her vaginal. Sonic rubbing his fat dick between her chest. Tails at the rear. And Knuckles having her give him a blowjob. Drool. I love Sonic Group and Yowie. SBO sliding his dick in Shadow's ass, by the way. The important info we needed to know. I too love Sonic Yowie, and I enjoy fantasizing about Sonic having sex with Knuckles. The sexiest thing alive, fucking each other. Drool. Well, now you're just ruining it for everybody. Let's see what this says. What would you do if you saw Amy totally naked asleep, groaning and saying your name? This is for the men. Slowly back up, shut the door quietly so I wouldn't wake her up. This guy is perfect. Oldie member, you're the best. Faith, you're the best one here. Fuck White Shadow. Faith is the one true hero here. Faith is the one that's gonna save us all. Why won't she respond to my marriage proposal? Is it because I'm already married to the letter D? It's fake. Amy, my marriage certificate is fake. Would you marry Amy? You would get some every time you wanted it. That's basically how any marriage should be, unless you guys hate each other. But Rouge, cream with 2 E's, and the other women are off limits, and you would get hit with the damn hammer if you ever looked. Well, why the fuck would you want to fuck Cream? She's a kid. Most of these people are minors, actually. What the fuck? Would you have a kid with her? Oh, the second part. If you had a kid, what would it look like? And what would you name it? Yes, a girl, pink hair, blue eyes, and her name would be Alexia? And that's another marriage certificate fucking bullshit thing? So that guy wants to fuck Amy. That's his thing. No, dude, I totally think Sonic Team was all like, We need more sex appeal in our games, and since the voluptuous, flirtatious bat with huge tits didn't do it for anybody, let's include a prepubescent rabbit girl in the next game to really get the fanboys drawing those naked pictures of our characters. Makes perfect sense. And we see fucking Cream here. I guess this was hinted at in the last one. I been heard Cream could be possibly made for only hentai. Ooh, is that true? No, obviously not. Why do I always get raped? I haven't done... Oh, that's their fucking tag. That's their fucking signature. Great, that just shows what type of guy he is. Well, she is hot, but I think she made by Sonic Team. This is so fucking terrible. By the Sonic Team. So I don't think so. Could we just cuddle? How would you want Eggman to fuck you? Butt sex, oral sex, scat sex, foot sex, bondage, all of the above. All of the above one. Great. And guests can't vote. Way to fucking not include everyone. Nice to see Kramer's bro caught on in Sonic's world. And we see that this says, I think Ivo is sexy. Do any of you people want to fuck Ivo? I just want his sexy mustache. He has. So hot. Drools. And it's Eggman in a fucking bikini. What the hell is it with you people wanting to ejaculate over everything? I find them so attractive. I just want to come in them and lick them all day. Anyone else feel the same? Fantasizing about a girl who isn't alive anymore. Ew, dude, that's gross. Quit talking about all this gross stuff and go back to picking which video game character you want to have anal sex with. Well, I don't feel any personal attraction, but she is nice looking. Seems kind of strange that anyone would have personal attraction to a girl who has been dead in the first place, but it's possible. But yeah, she's nice and attractive. That's either referring to it might be referring to the picture there, it might be referring to fucking Cosmo, it might be referring to Maria. Who knows? It's all fucked no matter what. Suddenly, just not having a date doesn't really seem that pathetic anymore. What are you gonna do with the one you love for Valentine's Day? Me? Everyone guessed that Alex the Brave Warrior, which should be your full name, will do anything for Valentine's Day. Well, maybe I'll buy some cards and stick some pics of Sonic on them. Well, I always did nothing, even when I was with the Bomberman. So apparently she got with Bomberman. Is that the character or a guy named Bomberman? But it's normal. I'm a slave, darn it. What about you? I though have a message for Sonic for Valentine's Day. Sonic, you are my only love and I will love you till I die. You are the most beautiful guy I've ever seen in my life and I would die for you. Alex, who love you more than herself and the world and the whole galaxia. That's what I do for the one I love. Now I want to know what you will do for yours. None of that shit. How could you base your marriage to a video game character on a lie? Cheating on Shadow? The nerve. I mean, really? Cheating on a video game character? How can you even look at yourself in the mirror? I can't believe it. I've unmasked her, so she is gone, but I'm going to tell all of you the complete story, just out of the satisfaction of overwhelming her with shame. She's married to several guys, at least 20, and she's attempted to cheat on us all. To cheat on Melon, you all. And worse, to cheat on the virtual world. What did she think? That I'm stupid? That I would never find out of the truth? She isn't the first one I unmasked, sadly. Won't be the last one, I presume. How could she base her marriage on a lie? Can't believe that she tried to cheat on Shadow the Hedgehog. Cheating on an admin was utterly suicidal. But cheating on video games is even worse. So cheating on someone who's going to kill themselves, that's bad. But cheating on a fictional character from a video game, that's worse. She wasn't aware of how much I loathe this kind of behavior, but she's gonna pay with an E at the end. Serve her right, and serve everyone here right. Never cheat on me, and neither cheat on characters. Account in banning. However, maybe I would have had mercy on her if she did bow down before me and everyone, but she logged off as soon as I unmasked her. How pathetic. I don't think any of you can call anyone pathetic. Although, I would be as ashamed as her if I did what she did. Topic closed. And I guess that topic is done. Someone should tell her that marriage certificate isn't legally binding, just to feed my curiosity as to which method of suicide she'll attempt. My guess is cutting. It's not terribly adventurous, but it's a tried and true method endorsed by ass loads of teenagers. And this is from Diamond, and it says, "Heh heh heh, this is so awesome. I'm so happy. Never in my wildest dreams have I ever thought me and Knuckles would get married." And that's her OC over there, and apparently they have a kid. "I didn't think it was possible, but now here we are. Just look at my signature. Okay, all giddiness." So apparently because one person married Sonic in here and one person married Shadow, this person thought they could marry Knuckles, so the insanity is spreading. And joyfulness aside from a moment to say a few things. First, I want to thank Alex for creating this wonderful site, because without it, I wouldn't have met all these cool people here and would never have married the love of my life. I wish for her a happy marriage with Sonic. Second, I also thank Sega and Sonic Team, I'm sure they're honored, for making Sonic the Hedgehog games in the first place, because otherwise Sonic and Knuckles and the others would have never existed. And that would have just been horrible. I kind of wish they didn't. And, of course, thanks everyone at SP for being such wonderful robophiles and toon files. Toon files is the actual fucking term, by the way. That's what they actually are. Chaos Angel sat at her computer and repeatedly pressed the refresh button on her browser for days, eagerly awaiting a reply from her dear Shadow-chan, until finally she starved to death and was later discovered when her parents decided to sweep out the basement. You folks at home will get the whole story when the movie version comes out. I wish the movie did come out. I ask you, with all my heart, will you marry me? And they're asking that to Shadow. And sadly, Shadow never responded. I wonder why there's no replies. Fucking wonderful. Here we can see the wide spectrum of sexual insanity that exists on these forums. That Bomberman is a piece of ass. Okay, so Bomberman is there, so she was referring to the character. Bubsy, Crash Bandicoot. I thought this was a Sonic forum. Donkey Kong, Earthworm, Jim, Kirby, everyone's here. Everyone's here. It's the Smash Bros of sexual degeneracy. You know why people can't understand that there are people in this world in love with Sonic and therefore have a sexual attraction towards him? Because it's fucking retarded. The only goal of this website is to hack and destroy all of these Sonic websites having a sexual content. Wait, content? Content. Can't peoples understand that robophilia is? I can't peoples understand that in that fucking world. You need to work on your grammar and you need to change what this website looks like, because I can't fucking read this shit. There is peoples in love with Sonic and therefore having sexual attraction towards him. People are truly crazy, like you. Sonic Passion is full of sexual content. But I don't think that we disrespect Sonic anyway. Well, wanting to shit in his mouth or wanting him to shit in your mouth is not disrespectful at all. Not me, since he is the love of my life. I understand, in their opinion, people in love with Sonic don't have the right to lust for him. Any comment? Well, I know what you're gonna say, and you're gonna say, give up. They aren't worth it, right? That's what you should do. You shouldn't feed trolls. Ah, yes, proof on the internet that you are married to Sonic. That'll impress a lot of people. Could this day possibly get any more romantic? And you're crying too? That's insane. And this message is from Alex Henry, and it says, with the help of a wonderful website, I advertise it later that allow me to marry video game characters. I married Sonic the Hedgehog a few minutes ago. Dear everyone, today is the best day of my life. I want to celebrate it with you all. I'm crying right now. I never thought I was single since he were my lover. But now, there's proof on the internet. The whole world will see that I am married to Sonic with a real certificate and that I am his first wife. I don't X the number 5. Today, Sonic and me are married. Married to him to prove my love for him and prove that I will be faithful to him for the eternity. But I am still his slave. Come on, come on. I would like to give this absolutely all credit to Brutus, who came up with the link to the incredible website. You may notice that I put the marriage music. Good for you. I guess that's an accomplishment now. You fucking mashed up music to an image. Yeah, heaven forbid you ruin the sanctity of a video game marriage by allowing polygamy. It's forbidden in almost all countries on Earth, unlike fucking video game characters, which is utterly obtuse and ridiculous. They haven't even begun to think about considering making a law against it. Thanks, Alex. Anything goes, as long as it's done to one person. Damn it. Can you open a board for those who are married to more than one character and genuinely love all their spouses? I would agree that a rule should be to keep polygamy to that board if you do. And they respond with, I'm sorry, Jess, as much as I'd like you and everyone to totally be pleased as the creator of the website about love and passion, I can't extol the unfaithfulness. Besides, polygamy is forbidden in almost all countries on Earth. Here is the proof of how much it might be harmful. Please accept my apologies. So that's harmful, but having someone shit in your mouth and piss in your mouth is not harmful at all. I'm learning so much today. Tough break. And what really sucks is that if you're away from your child for that long, video game child services, people might declare you an unfit mother and take your beloved Ruby away. Oh my god, what would you do if that happened? And the video game courts wouldn't give you custody again. What would you tell Knuckles? Oh my god, but seriously, when a 7-year-old kid has a better grasp on reality than you, it's time to die. This morning, my little cousin Brandon came over. He's only 7 years old, and I thought I'd let him play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I leave the room, and about 10 minutes later, I come back to find him about to say goodbye to my Knuckles Chow Ruby. That's the one me and Knuckles raised together. I hit the power button on the GameCube before he could say goodbye to it, and asked him why the hell was he trying to erase my Chow, and he said he wanted to get rid of it because it was too powerful. Which, he's probably right. If it's too powerful, it's not fun, and it kind of ruins the whole game. She probably cheated to make it that strong. I said it wasn't mine, Knuckles, or Ruby's fault that his own Chow was too powerful to take Ruby on. Okay, so his fucking Chow kept trying to fight Ruby, and Ruby was so OP that it kept beating the shit out of it. That's not fair to him. I don't know why you couldn't start a new save file, but whatever. Then Brandon says that I'm psychotic for liking Ruby and Knuckles so much, and that he should just break my Sonic game disc so I could get over them. That'd be a good idea. I got pissed off and called him a retarded bastard, which that's hypocritical, and told him to get the fuck out. So he goes whining and crying to both his and my parents. And now I'm grounded and banned from video games and TV for 2 weeks. But it's not that I'm banned from playing video games or watching TV. I'm so upset right now. It's that I can't see my husband or Ruby for 2 weeks, sad face. You should have just been pulled apart. I want to know where all these people are now. I want to know where all these people are now and what they're doing. I hope this person has been pulled apart from their video game because they really don't need to play it. And this one is getting fucking spicy. I'm definitely putting this on age restricted. A Sonic sex toy collection. If you think the imagery is bad, just imagine the stench. And these are sex toys with Sonic stuff all over them. Enjoy that fucking thought in your head. Wouldn't it have been great if he never woke up? Well, where to start? I'm in my bedroom, not one word, 2 words, and then someone from outside tells me to wallpaper my room. So I say, I've, with no E, got no wallpaper, paste, and the voice from behind the door tells me that I have to use my cum. Okay, of course it had to be cum. I look around, and there are some Amy hentai pics on the wall, and a laptop. He loves splitting words up into two instead of just one word. On the floor, and he spelled floor wrong. He spelled it like flower. So I log into Sonic Passion and go to Cool Sites Forum, and then I wake up. What the hell? Oh, this is the fucking Eggman guy from earlier. I guess his fucking, his image didn't load there, or whoever screen capped it didn't. That was a funny dream. Huge monkeys throwing barrels? Holy shit. I just came in my pants. I used the Donkey Kong fucking the princess. I mean, he was alone with her for hours. It's not a princess. Pauline is not a princess, just saying. Completely different character. And he can fuck and throw barrels at the same time. That's what you think about when you play Donkey Kong, I guess. I would really like to see a pic of that. I hope no one gave him it. Well, that's it. This was just a small sample of what goes on in Sonic Passion, or what went on. It's gone now. We hope you all laughed as hard reading this as we did, working on it. Be sure to visit Sonic Passion, it's gone now, for more, way more. You can open up any topic, and 95% of the time, you will be treated to some laugh out loud insanity, courtesy of one of the members there. Just be sure to turn images off on your computer browser beforehand, seriously. And that information is majorly outdated. Majorly fucking outdated. But that was a fucking thread about Sonic Passion. People wanted me to cover this for a long time, and I finally did. This was from Lord Schmeckley and Master of After and Sway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned a lot during this exploration of a dead website. Hey guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing yet again another Sonic Insanity. If this one seems a little familiar, it's because I've already done it before, but Alex Henriel ended up striking it down and there was no copies available because it got struck down with a privacy complaint. So we're going to do this again. This time I'll actually have a backup in case it gets struck down. Today we are going to be looking over Alex Henriel's Encyclopedia Dramatica page. And we start with it saying that she has GOTUS. You can help by not giving her any attention. Alex Henriel, self-entitled Sonic's wife, is a 23-year-old French bitch with about half a high school diploma and no job, who lives amidst her own feces in her parents' attic. She is most famous for her complete obsession and devotion for a fictional character, in this case Sonic the Hedgehog. As if this wasn't enough, that cunt is also known for her extreme narcissism, borderline personality disorder, and unflinching greed, and that is a picture of her right there. Get a good look at it. Sonic Passion. I already did a video on Sonic Passion. If you want to know more about it, check out that video. That cunt seems to have the mistaken idea that the world actually gives a shit about her utterly meaningless existence and constantly endeavors to garner attention, good or bad, for herself by any means necessary. But things weren't always like this. There was a time long ago when that cunt was simply a deluded internaut with an extremely creepy obsession for a non-existent woodland mammal. And we have a quote from her, I think. I want him to trample me. I want him to vomit in my mouth. I want him to piss, shit, and snot in my mouth. I want to put my tongue in his ass and all. I would let him kill me. Would hang myself for him, cause I get insane, cause he is so beautiful. That cunt began her Toonfile religion in the Sonic Passion forums, for which she was and still is administrator, or was, because it's not around anymore. They need to update these articles so bad, but this is an archive of an archive of an archive, so I don't blame ED. She gained the reputation as being a little too devout and obsessed with this particular character, even amongst her fellow forumites. That's right, people who can honestly sit here and say that they want to be legally married to a fictional character think that she's too obsessed. This may have had something to do with the fact that her site seems to be nothing but an immense circle jerk between herself and a few other sad people who visit the site. Or perhaps it was her continued, almost desperate insistence that she would die for Sonic in all sorts of disturbing ways. Regardless of that case, she soon began to drive away any but the most hardened of fans, while also building herself a somewhat fan base, which is gone now, which numbers were somewhere between 0 and 7. I'm going for the former on that. Currently, Sonic Passion is a pay site, which no, it is just a redirect to her life story, which we're going to cover later, and requires $50 in order to get in. It seems to have become less about Sonic and more about a tight cluster of very lonely men jerking off to the thought of that cunt masturbating with her Sonic dildos, which that's bound to happen when you have a woman leading a forum. A bunch of creepy men are gonna follow, of course. I am famous. No, seriously, I am. That cunt's fame started back in June 26, 2005, when, starring in the online article Sonic Passion, a case study on idiots, which was my last video. Since the article was created, that cunt craves the attention that it has naturally attracted. Craving the attention means doing anything to get people to care about her, no matter what, whether it's a lap dance or a crazy rant. If you got the money, she'll give it to you. So now, she makes tons of sites about herself, takes sexy, and sexy is crossed out, pictures, and makes everyone worship her, worm-infested cunt. She believes that people admire her, or are jealous of her, which is apparently true, or both. Everybody loves her, and soon she will be rich and famous, and apparently she has enough money to reach out to Google and get everything about her taken off of the internet just about. So she has to have some money, and she got plastic surgery, so there's definitely some type of money in there, so she might have actually achieved her dream. She doesn't seem to realize that people are laughing at her, not with her. And we have another quote and a picture of her. If you have a beautiful face, you don't need to show your body to draw attention. And then here are some pictures of her showing her body, being a hypocrite, or proving that she's ugly. Narcissistic personality disorder. Self-proclaimed princess, queen, goddess, Alex has the ego the size of Asia and firmly wants to become a billionaire. Well, that's very unlikely, since she has considered herself deserving of all the money and attention of the world. She takes each one of her negative publicities as a compliment, and her ego grows with whatever attention she receives. Now, I actually disagree with this, because Alex Henriel struck down a bunch of articles on her, and struck down my video on her, not only from YouTube, but also got it taken down from archiving sites like BitChute. So Alex is very upset enough to get shit taken off of BitChute, apparently. Good or bad. If you were to visit her official website, you could even notice that she's saved the wholeness of her deleted YouTube hater videos. I would love to watch those, which she is now archiving as real trophies. I remember when I was just a little child, people would always ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always answer, I want to be a billionaire and a superstar. Remember when she just wanted to fuck Sonic? How did she get crazier? Her minions, the people who are willing to pay to enter Sonic Passion, are of course batshit crazy. They are the people who seriously want to have babies with Eggman, Mario, and Tetris blocks. They are willing to defend that cunt's reputation no matter what, even in the face of undeniable proof of her greed, attention whoring, and general bitchiness. One of her biggest fans is a man known as Paul and Amy, and that guy is an infamous Lolcow. I might cover him one day. If you guys want me to cover him, comment down below and I'll think about it. A Sonic fag in his 20s and still having sexual fantasies about prepubescent hedgehog. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have been a pedophile. I don't really remember, but I think he actually might have got arrested. Also notable that Alex Henriel has a fan page on Facebook where people talk about their feelings towards her and answer questions she asks. Be sure to visit there and link them to this educational page to show, well, it's gone, so it doesn't really fucking matter. You're being funny, but it's gone. Real? It has been debated whether the cunt is really a nutcase, or is just starving for attention. The way she gets naked so easily and begs for money points to her just being an attention whore. Once upon a time, years ago, she loved Sonic, or at least that's what she claimed, but now she just wants your attention and money. She wants to be a somebody, to be famous. A few years from now, she'll be a crack whore, still dreaming of becoming a movie star and or a magazine cover whore. Attention is money, and money is attention. That's a quote from her. I am separating from Sonic Passion. I am not going into details, but I am definitely never post any shocking content of any sort on the internet anymore, including on Sonic Passion. You are, of course, welcome to purchase as many accounts as you like on Sonic Passion, but it will only be to see archives. My contents are not going to be renewed. My contribution to Sonic Passion is now discontinued. My involvement is terminated. A rather pretentious way of saying that she's leaving Sonic Passion. Please try to understand, I do not want to be known as the Furry Queen. Well, then that's all you should be known as. And Furry Queen all my life. So many people would never grow out of that. I want to become more than that. I am grateful for the blessings and opportunities God has granted me in life. I really doubt God has anything to do with your path, but I think He does have even bigger plans for me. My life is all about heaving myself up higher and higher. And apparently that includes getting my videos struck down. That's somewhere in God's plan. I was truly attracted to Sonic, but this was until I found out that he was voiced by a human. I was attracted to the virtual reality because I thought it was a completely synthetic environment, because I had a craving for the artificial, for perfection. And I've grown up persuaded that the game characters had computer-generated voices. You are fucking dumb. He started being voiced in the 90s. There's no way. He had voices in the cartoons. I don't believe that. That's fucking dumb. When I found out that this was not true around 2005, I think, it's been a terrible trauma in my life, and I've started to lose interest. So she lost interest with Sonic because Sonic wasn't an AI. Yes, I love Sonic as long as he fed my megalomania by being completely synthetic, an unnatural creature. Well, he definitely is. But when I found out he wasn't the way I imagined he was, my interest for him started dying. That's a lot of people in the fandom. He definitely didn't live up to my expectations. Still a lot of people in the fandom. So I've even closed Sonic Passion. Then more and more disappointments began to come, until the day I really did not give a fuck about Sonic anymore. I wish more people in the fandom were like that and would just fucking leave. Only it was too late. Articles about me and my site, Sonic Passion, had been made online. My popularity was increasing, so I couldn't go back. I did not want people to lose interest in me, so I kept on pretending I loved Sonic, just to stay in the spotlight. Sonic was the only reason I was talked about, so I pretended I still loved him, and I don't believe that. I think she loved Sonic until the end, and then just hopped off Sonic and then made an excuse. Made an excuse to not seem crazy, even though she is. And this is some quotes from other crazy people, but I'm going to skip that and go straight to her. The first time I saw Sonic, it was in Green Hill Zone. And well, oh my god, I can't even put it into words. I can't even describe how I felt. The first time I saw Sonic, it was crazy. Yeah, it was just crazy. It's the only word I can think of right now. To me, it felt like the earth had stopped spinning. It felt like time had frozen. When I look back, I think it was just magic. I was just stunned. I must have stared at him, jaw dropped, for at least 15 minutes, maybe more. I lost all notion of time anyway. There was no love involved. How can you love someone you don't even know anyway? No, it was a physical attraction. Just like, you know, a kinda I want you to a point of passion that unhinges my soul. I was just attracted to his physique. It was like lusting after a supernatural creature. That's a quote from her. And here's one more quote from her. I think this is her, is it? Yeah. This is one more quote from her. Sonic does speak a little French that I taught him. So apparently she was going full Christian, thinking that she was talking to him. But he's not fluent. We mostly speak English. Of course you'd want to speak French when he's at home. But yeah, I am the kind of wife who likes to play the teacher. Scary. When I met him, he didn't know a single French word. We've started by the colors, and you spelled colors the French way. Fuck you, European colors sucks. because I thought it was something I could inculate him easily. Then he'd point at his eyes and say, vert. Vert? And this whole fucking French thing is stupid. I'm skipping this quote. Fuck that quote. And I really don't care about any of the other quotes. So one thing you'll notice is that there's a section for Rule 34 and fan art. That is gone. Most of it is completely gone. Most of what I showed you in the last video is gone. But luckily I was able to clean it up and get you a couple pieces of artwork. So let's look at her art. We can see here that her and Sonic are definitely wrestling or dancing. This has nothing to do with sex at all, and I clearly put an outfit on Alex Henderol, so there's no reason to flag this. This is just two friends wrestling or dancing with each other. And we can see here that Sonic is grabbing a spring and an item box from definitely Alex Henderol, because she's known for having blonde hair. Brilliant artwork. Sonic's chest is like way too massive. His eyes are fucking all messed up. This is just amazing artwork. And I wish I had more to show you, but unfortunately it all got deleted.